pitched 9 innings, and he's yet to give up an earned run. So a good one thrown out there today for Oklahoma Wesleyan and head coach Matt Parker. For the Hellcats, they'll turn to Brock Noten, Chase Brosky for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Lineups look similar for the Hellcats as they have all season. They'll hold no punches back on the offensive side as they try to tangle with this Oklahoma Wesleyan team who's very offensive. We'll talk more about that when we return in just a moment. It's the Hellcats and the NAIA's second-ranked team in the nation, Oklahoma Wesleyan. Your lineups and your first pitch when we return. This is Hellcat Baseball on RSU Radio 91.3 FM and the Hill.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check at TTCU.
On 91.3 FM and the Hellcat Network.
Welcome back to the Diamond Sports Complex. Rogers State and Oklahoma Wesleyan getting set to go here in Claremore. Warm day here in Claremore. It's 77 degrees, but with the humidity makes it feel warmer down there on the field, and really no breeze to speak of, and it's blowing out towards right center field when it is blowing, just very calmly, about 5 miles an hour. Time now for the lineup for the visiting Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles, who come in 26-5, and as aforementioned, second in the nation in the NAIA. Trevor Rokenbok, the third baseman, will lead things off, hitting .449 on the season, second. Yes, that's right, second on the team with a .449 average, 11 homers, and a team-leading 50 runs driven in. Rodolfo Aleta, the shortstop, will bat second. Aleta comes in hitting just .234, but he started in all but one game this year. Alejandro Hernandez, the right fielder, will bat third. Heartland Conference foe today for Rogers State and Oklahoma Wesleyan, and Hernandez is one of those returning players the Hellcats will be looking out for, an all-conference selection a season ago, and he comes in batting .398. Chris Acosta Tapia, the center fielder, in the cleanup spot, hitting .464. He is the team's leader, not only in average, but in homers as well with 13. He's also driven in 37 runs. The DH is Will Price, batting fifth. Price is a 4-year player in this Eagle program, batting .379. 10 homers on the season. He's one of 4 players with at least 10 long balls on the year. Hunter Henry, the first baseman, will bat sixth. Henry hitting .434 on the year, 3 homers, 21 RBI. Ryan Jones is the left fielder, batting seventh. Alex Lugo, the catcher, hitting eighth. And Scott Weaver, the second baseman, bats ninth for Oklahoma Wesleyan. For Rogers State, they come in at 16-9, coached by Chris Klimas in his third season. He's assisted by Robert Brown, Jimmy Rogers, Skylar Ellis, and Joe Crow. And the Hellcats will send right-hander Brock Noten to the mound today, a 2-1 record and a 5.40 ERA for Brock Noten. Redshirt sophomore, 6'2", 185 pounds, out of Springdale, Arkansas. Played his high school ball in Oklahoma at Ketchum High School, and he's ready to face off against Trevor Rokenbok, right-handed hitting third baseman for Oklahoma Wesleyan. And the first pitch, a breaking ball, in there for a strike. Good-looking pitch from Brock Noten. 2:01, your first pitch here in Claremore. Rogers State in the all-whites today. It says Hellcats in Navy cursive letters across the chest, Navy numbers on the front and back. These Navy pinstripes on the jerseys and pants. Two-tone caps for the Hellcats, Navy bill, Navy back, a white front with a Hellcat head logo right in the middle. As Noten misses down low with the 0-1. Next pitch to Trevor Rokenbok, and he takes it for a strike just on the bottom half. Oklahoma Wesleyan in the gray pants, black jerseys. The red eagle logo on the left side of the chest. Red numbers on the front and back with white trim. 1-2 pitch inside, and it hits Aankhen. Got him in the left tricep. These Eagle hitters know how to get on base. They have drawn 46 freebies by way of hit by pitch this season in 31 games. That's the 10th this season for Aankhen, who leads the team. Brings Rodolfo Aleta, the shortstop. Runner going on the first pitch. It's a bouncing ball towards second. Just missed the runner, Aankhen. It's scooped up by Chris Miguel, and he throws to first in time for the out. Well, it didn't miss Aankhen by much, who was executing the hit and run. Just flashed behind him. He was able to turn on the burners and outrun it, get ahead of it before it found the glove of Chris Miguel. Thanks to the hit and run, it prevents a potential double play. So one down here in the top of the first, and Alejandro Hernandez steps in. Right-handed hitting right fielder for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Noten gives the runner a look at second. Now deals in the first pitch. It's a breaking ball for a strike. Rogers State defensively, Sam Davison at first, Chris Miguel at second, who made that first out. Ishmael Orosco, the shortstop. Matt Seward down at third base, and Garrett Hall, the Hellcat catcher. Sam Castonelli in left field, Brooks Douglas in center, Bradley Degnan in right. Brock Noten, redshirt sophomore right-hander on the mound for Rogers State. And the 0-1 pitch, missing outside. It's a 1-1 count to Alejandro Hernandez. Hellcats 16-9 record on the year. Oklahoma Wesleyan 26-5. And ranked second in the nation in NAIA. Place where Rogers State used to call home before making the transition to NCAA Division II's Heartland Conference. And the 1-1, a swing and a miss. In the NAIA, Oklahoma Wesleyan plays out of the KCAC, Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference. They used to play in the MCAC, the Midlands Collegiate Athletic Conference, before it dissolved after the 2015 season. And last year, Oklahoma Wesleyan became the first ever school from Oklahoma to be a member of the long-standing KCAC. Breaking ball on the 1-2. It's popped up in the infield. Just next to second base is Chris Miguel, and he makes the catch for out number 2 here in the first. Leaves Trevor Aankhen stranded on second for the time being. As the cleanup hitter steps in, Chris Acosta Tapia. A newcomer to this program, came in from Western Oklahoma State. Cleanup man batting .464 and leading the team with 13 homers. To give you an idea of the offensive production of this team, and I can't speak if Acosta Tapia has been in the cleanup spot all year, but think of it like this. He leads the team in average, leads the team in doubles, leads the team in home runs, and yet he's 4th in RBI. Bouncing ball behind second base. The shortstop, Orozco's got it, throws to first for out number 3. They get the cleanup man on the first pitch, and the Hellcats coming to bat in the bottom of the first unscathed. This is Hellcat Baseball on RSU Radio and the Hellcat Network.
Hey, Red Green here. If you've never seen the Red Green Show, no one can possibly...
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job.
Doing what?
Working in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs.
Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Just the two of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
RSU RSU Hellcat Athletics on 91.3 FM and the Hellcat Network.
Rogers State comes to bat in the bottom of the first inning after holding Oklahoma Wesleyan off the scoreboard in the top of the first after the leadoff man reached base. Here's your lineup for Rogers State this afternoon against Oklahoma Wesleyan. Matt Seward, the third baseman, leads off for the Hellcats, comes in batting .350. Sam Davison, the first baseman, will hit second. Davison went deep twice in the weekend road series at Texas A&M International. He's now got 5 homers on the season, second on the team. Bradley Degnan, the right fielder, bats third. He's the team's leader in homers with 7 and RBI with 32. Chris Miguel, the cleanup man, batting fourth. He's the Hellcats' second baseman. DH Jason Marlee bats fifth. Ishmael Orosco, the shortstop, followed by Garrett Hall, the catcher. Sam Castonelli, the left fielder, bats eighth, and Brooks Douglas, the center fielder, bats ninth for Rogers State, who gets their first look at right-hander Chase Brosky. Deals in a first pitch strike to the Hellcat leadoff man Matt Seward here in the bottom of the first inning. Brosky comes in a perfect 2-0, has not given up an earned run this season in 9 innings pitched. And missing down low, count even at 1 to Seward. Yes, Chase Brosky, junior, 6'3" out of Garland, Texas. 1-1 fastball, bouncing ball to short. Charging up, Rodolfo Aleta has it, throws the first in time for the out. And the Hellcat leadoff man Matt Seward retired here in the bottom of the first. As we look at Oklahoma Wesleyan defensively, Hunter Henry at first base, Scott Weaver at second, Rodolfo Aleta, the shortstop who just made the play, Trevor Aankhen down at third base, and Alex Lugo behind the plate. Ryan Jones in left, Chris Acosta Tapia in center, Alejandro Hernandez in right field for the Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles. Here's Sam Davison to the plate. Right-handed hitter, lays down a bunt up the third base line. Off the mound comes Brosky. Low throw to first, in the dirt, and skips past the first baseman, Henry, who just got a piece of it. Davison safe, and it might be scored as a hit. That was a good-looking bunt, and he had a good jump on it as well, and it will indeed be scored a hit. The element of surprise for Sam Davison and the Hellcats, and they've got a one-out base runner here in the bottom of the first. Brings Bradley Degnan to the plate. Only left-handed hitter in the Hellcat lineup. Brosky deals. Fastball just caught the lower outside corner for a strike. Brosky making his 5th appearance of the season and his 3rd start. 9 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 unearned run, 4 strikeouts and 2 walks. Opponents hitting just 129 against him. Here's the 0-1 to Degnan. Another strike, same spot, lower outside corner. Calling balls and strikes today is Darren Tyson. Charles Calvert in the field. The 0-2. Fastball well low and outside this time. No doubt it missed. No score here in the bottom of the first. 1 out for Rogers State at the plate. They've got a runner on first in Sam Davison. Here's the 1-2 to Degnan. Hard line drive off the edge of the glove of Scott Weaver, the second baseman, and rolls into right center. Boy, it was hit just above his face, and he stuck his glove up, and it just popped right over it and rolled into right center field. Sam Davison stops at second. We'll see how it gets scored here at the ballpark. Yep, indeed, very quick. That will be charged in error to the second baseman, Scott Weaver. Two aboard for Rogers State with 1 out here in the bottom of the first, and the cleanup man, Chris Miguel, takes his turn. First pitch strike on the lower edge. Miguel comes in batting .367. Miguel, line drive towards left center field and falls in just ahead of Acosta Tapia. Davison will be held up at third base. Rogers State has loaded up the bases here in the bottom of the first with one out. And it brings Jason Marlee to the plate, and try arguing that there's anybody else you'd rather have at the plate in this situation than your leading hitter and your leader in on-base percentage, Jason Marlee, who bats .407. On-base percentage of .495. Right-handed hitting DH awaits. First pitch from Brosky, missing down low. Brosky in his third year with this Oklahoma Wesleyan program. The infield playing in just a little bit. Ready to throw home. This bounces in the dirt and past the catcher Lugo. Here comes Davison home, and he slides in safely as the throw came back to the pitcher Brosky. And it skipped past him down to third base. Davison was going to be safe anyway. Rogers State takes the early 1-0 lead. Still a good spot for Marlee. One out, runners on second and third. He's ahead 2-0. Breaking ball in for a strike. From the career numbers of Brosky, he's been a spot starter since his freshman year. Started 3 of 6 contests in 2015. Started 1 game in 7 appearances last year, and his third start this year. Marlee, soft line drive down the right field line, falls in for a base hit. In to score is Degnan. Charging hard behind him is Miguel. He's in to score, and Jason Marlee cruising into second with a 1-out, 2 RBI double. And we see a coaching visit to the mound right off the bat. For right-hander Chase Brosky, the Hellcats have tagged him up for 3 runs in this bottom of the first inning. One of those runs is unearned. But still, the Hellcats, 3 hits in this inning, and even the one that reached on an error, Bradley Degnan, a very hard hit ball off of Brosky. Ishmael Orosco, the Hellcat batter, waiting the situation here. No action in the Eagle bullpen. This is just to get things under control, it would seem. Coach, catcher, and pitcher conference now concludes, and Ishmael Orosco will step in to take his turn at the plate. For Jason Marlee, that was his 7th double of the year. Puts him into a 3-way tie for second with Bradley Degnan and Ishmael Orosco, who's now the batter. Team leader is Chris Miguel, who has 9. RBIs number 18 and 19 for Jason Marlee on the year. Here's the first pitch to Ishmael Orosco. Right-handed hitter takes it down in the dirt. Marlee now tied for 4th on the team in RBI with Matt Seward. 1-0 pitch. Again, missing down low. Last 2 Hellcat hitters able to work ahead in the count. Brosky had done a good job of working ahead of the first 4 Hellcat batters. 2-0 pitch. Orosco, line drive down the right field line. It is a foul ball. Not by much. Less than a foot from my vantage point. If you're just joining us, Rogers State shut down Oklahoma Wesleyan in the top of the first. The Hellcats saw their leadoff man, Matt Seward, retired here in the bottom of the first. Sam Davison reached on a bunt. Bradley Degnan on an error. Chris Miguel with a base hit to load him up. Davison came in to score on a wild pitch, and Jason Marlee drove Degnan and Miguel home with a double down the right field line. 2-1, breaking ball, cuts inside for a strike. Good looking pitch from Brosky. Brosky a 6.75 ERA last year in 7 appearances. 1.27 ERA his freshman year in 6 appearances and 21 1/3 total. Two pitch to Orosco. Line right back at his head. He ducks down as it rolls into center field. Marlee will be held up at third base. And the Hellcats have their 4th hit here in the first inning. Line right at the head of Brosky. Ducked his head down, stuck his glove up, but no chance to get it. Runners on the corners with 1 out, as Hellcat catcher Garrett Hall will step in. No action in the Oklahoma Wesleyan bullpen. They're sticking with Brosky right now, trying to get him out of this first inning. Showing bunt is Hall, quickly pulls it back as the pitch is in for a strike anyway. Garrett Hall, the Hellcat Jr., comes in batting .293. Hall went deep over the weekend for his 3rd homer of the year. Hellcats won the first 2 games in the conference series on Friday, a doubleheader, before falling on Saturday. Started to make a move towards third, did Brosky, and then throws back to first. But back safely in plenty of time is Orosco. Still an 0-1 count to Garrett Hall. Rogers State with a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Hellcats with 4 hits and 5 consecutive have reached base. Hall with a 1-hopper to third. Rokenbok goes to second for 1. Relay to first in time for the double play. 5-4-3 on the twin killing gets the Eagles out of the inning, but Rogers State plates 3 runs on 4 hits. They've got a 3-0 lead as we head for the second. This is Hellcat Baseball on RSU Radio and the Hellcat Network.
This broadcast.
People often ask me, John, how do you do it? Still making pizzas after 30 years. Seriously, guys?
It ain't rocket science. It ain't physics.
It's pizza.
And I love pizza.
Get any large one-topping pizza for only $10 and add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
We're cooking dinner. Dinner is the most important meal of the day.
We can cater to everybody's needs, whether you want a burger, whether you want chicken.
Dinner's special for me and my family because it's the one meal out of the day that we get to spend together.
It's the perfect end to a good day.
Win or lose, we're coming to Whataburger after a game.
Whataburger for dinner. If we're not on your way home, you're going the wrong way.
My name is Tatiana, and I would love to cook you dinner.
Cat Network.
Rogers State has staked themselves to a 3-0 lead after 1 inning of play here against the number 2 team in NAIA, Oklahoma Wesleyan, as Rogers State redshirt sophomore right-hander Brock Noten retakes the mound. He hit the leadoff man, Trevor Rokenbok, in the first, but settled in and retired 3 in a row to get out of the inning and strand Rokenbok at second base. Brock Noten for Rogers State, a 5.40 ERA coming in, making his 6th appearance of the year. But this is Noten's first start. DH Will Price to lead off for Oklahoma Wesleyan, right-handed hitter. Takes a breaking ball strike on the first pitch. Will Price, a 4-year standout for this Oklahoma Wesleyan team. Last year led the team in homers and RBI, 16 long balls, 92 driven in. Soft bunt off the end of the bat to the right of the pitcher's mound. Noten comes off, scoops it up, and tosses to first for out number 1. That brings up the first baseman, Hunter Henry. Right-handed hitter jumps on the first pitch and fouls it out of play to the right side. Hellcat pitcher Brach not only making his first start of the season, but the first start of his collegiate career. Redshirted here at Rogers State in 2015. Last year had 4 relief appearances. Breaking ball for a strike puts Hunter Henry down 0-2. The 0-2, high fastball. Brach last appearance here last Tuesday as the Hellcats defeated Bemidji State 18-0. It was the largest margin of victory ever in Rogers State baseball history. The 1-2, fly ball towards deep right center field. This ball drifting back, and it one hops off the bottom of the wall. Degnan picks it up, fires back to the infield quickly, relay to second, not in time, as a headfirst slide from Henry just beats out the relay throw from Chris Miguel. Well played in right center field, though, by Bradley Degnan, who caught it off that hop and fired a missile back to Miguel at the edge of the infield. Quickly relayed to Orosco at second, but Henry able to beat it out for his 14th double of the year. Ties him for the team lead with the cleanup man, Chris Acosta Tapia.
Now batting, number 3, Ryan Jones.
Here's Ryan Jones with 1 out. But 5 innings in relief for Brach last Tuesday in that win over Bemidji State. Innings 3 through 7 to earn the win. Only gave up 2 hits in 5 innings, no runs, no strikeouts, and a walk. Pop up into very shallow right center field. Running up, Brooks Douglas, the Hellcats center fielder, makes the catch. 2 down here in the top of the second, with Rogers State leading Oklahoma Wesleyan 3-0. Brings the catcher Alex Lugo to the plate as Ryan Jones retired for out number 2. Left-handed bat, Alex Lugo, only one in this lineup. Breaking ball just misses up high from Noten. First 2 appearances this season for Brach were scoreless outings. Pitched on opening day against Bacone. 2 scoreless relief innings for the Hellcats. Breaking ball just misses outside. 2-0 the count to Lugo. First batter that Noten's fallen behind in the count on. First batter that has taken 2 outside of the zone on Noten. Lugo's the 8th batter against Noten this game. 2-0 pitch. Fastball just catches the lower outside corner. So 2 outings without an earned run for Brach. Gave up 1 earned run against Regis University in his 3rd appearance, and then against Pittsburgh State 13 days ago. Well, let's just say that was a day that Hellcat pitchers would like to forget and Hellcat hitters never want to forget, as Rogers State won at Pittsburgh State 22-17. 2 weeks ago tomorrow. It was a Wednesday afternoon, very windy, blowing out up in Pittsburgh, Kansas, and the Hellcats socked 7 home runs. Every Hellcat pitcher in that game took on some significant damage, but despite that, head coach Chris Klimas said he was proud of the way his pitchers battled after that game in about the toughest of conditions you can imagine. He said no one unraveled on the mound. 3-1 pitch is lined into the gap in right center by Alex Lugo. Coming in to score is Hunter Henry, and Lugo will cruise into second with a 2-out RBI double. Rogers State's lead trimmed down to 3-1. That double for Alex Lugo, his 4th of the year. RBI number 11 for the man making his 13th start of the season. Has not been an everyday starter, as this is game number 32 for Oklahoma Wesleyan. But Lugo gets the job done with 2 outs. Here's the bottom of the order, Scott Weaver, right-handed hitting second baseman. First pitch, right down Main Street. Scott Weaver comes in batting .226. He has been an everyday starter for the most part, making his 29th start today in this game, number 32. 0-1 from Noten. Offered, just got a piece, did Weaver, fouling it back. He's down 0-2. This is more like it for Noten, working ahead of the batters. Mentioned the last batter, Lugo, the first one who had worked ahead of Noten, and the first that had a 2-ball count to work with. Noten pitching from behind. That double given up on the 3-1 pitch. The 0-2, a fastball up high to Scott Weaver. Rogers State leading Oklahoma Wesleyan 3-1. We're in the top of the second inning here in Claremore. Non-conference midweek action as Rogers State starts a 4-game homestand. 1-2, breaking ball, fouled back and out of play. This homestand will wrap up with the Hellcats taking on preseason Heartland Conference favorites St. Edwards this Friday in a doubleheader, and again Saturday, single game to close out the series. It will be a monstrous 3-game series for Rogers State. If you're in the Claremore area, please come out to the ballpark. Free admission, great weather expected. 1-2, skied up, shallow left field. Sam Castanelli runs forward and makes the catch. Hillcats out of the inning. 1 run for Oklahoma Wesleyan on a couple of doubles. Rogers State leads this game 3-1 as we head for the bottom of the second. This is Hillcat Baseball on RSU Radio and the Hillcat Network.
Robson Properties supports this broadcast of Hellcat Basketball. Owner Frank Robson has handled commercial real estate, construction, and property management since 1969, with shopping centers throughout Oklahoma and southeast Kansas. More information on Robson Properties is online at www.robsonprop.com. www.robsonprop.com. Robson Properties, proud to support both Hillcat Sports and Rogers State University academics.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
Is RSU Hillcat Athletics on 91.3 FM and the Hillcat Network.
Back with you on the Hillcat Network and RSU Radio as we enter the bottom of the second inning. Rogers State leading Oklahoma Wesleyan 3-1. Eagles put up 1 run in the top of the second. If you're just joining us, the Hillcats' 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning came as Rogers State got 5 consecutive on base, including 4 hits. The big one for the Hillcats was a 2 RBI double by Jason Marlee. Here's Sam Castanelli to lead things off for Rogers State. Shows bunt, pulls it back as the first pitch from Chase Brosky missed up high. Brosky, the right-handed pitcher, making his 3rd start of the season for Oklahoma Wesleyan. 1-0 in there for a strike. 3 runs on 4 hits in that Hillcat first. Thus far for the Eagles, 1 run on 2 hits. Both of those hits coming in the top of the second. 1-1 is down in the dirt. Sam Castanelli for Rogers State, junior, first-year player. Transferred in from Palomar College. Castanelli making his 10th start of the season. Comes in batting .296, .472 on base percentage. High hopping ball to short. Charging in is Aleta. Has it, throws to first just in time to beat out the good wheels from Sam Castanelli. Leadoff man retired for Rogers State here in the bottom of the second. Brings Brooks Douglas to the plate. Douglas making his 22nd start of the season today. Comes in batting .241, .351 on base percentage. Sharp one-hopper off the pitcher's mound that's back up the middle for a base hit. hit off the front side of the mound to elevate it a little bit. And it seemed like it was just picking up speed. Of course, that's impossible, but it seemed like it was picking up speed as it raced its way through the middle of the infield and into center field. One out base runner for the Hellcats in the form of Brooks Douglas, who's also the team's leader in stolen bases. Don't count him out to try to swipe one here. Here's Matt Seward, the Hellcat cleanup man. The Hellcat leadoff man, that is. But trying to clean some things up here. First pitch, breaking ball inside from Chase Brosky. Brosky's last appearance 1 week ago in a game against Dallas Christian. He was the starter. In fact, he's been the starter now in his last 3 games, including today. So his first 2 outings of the year were in relief, but he's been in that starting role now in his last 3. And oddly enough, all of these games have come on Tuesdays. "1-0, just caught the inside edge for a strike to Matt Seward. Rogers State leads Oklahoma Wesleyan 3-1. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Hellcats have Brooks Douglas on first base with 1 out. Batters Matt Seward. Taking pitches from the right-hander Chase Brosky, who in his last start 1 week ago went 3 innings. Did not allow a hit. And as mentioned in the pregame, had not allowed an earned run in 9 total innings pitched coming into today. Of course, the Hellcats changed that with 2 earned runs and 3 total in the first inning. "1-1, misses inside." Brosky not in any hurry out there on the mound. Wind is starting to pick up a little bit, blowing out towards right center field here in Claremore. Some clouds starting to clear off a little bit over the Diamond Sports Complex, and blue skies make themselves visible. Here on a beautiful day for baseball, 77 degrees at first pitch. Feels warmer than that as Seward fouls one out of play to the right side. That last start for Brosky, pretty impressive against Dallas Christian. Mentioned the 3 innings pitched and no runs. Did not allow a hit, walked 1 batter and struck out 2. 2-2. Ground ball hit to third. Rokenbok scoops it up, throws to second for 1, relay to first in time for the double play. Second consecutive inning that the Hellcats are retired on a 5-4-3 double play. Rogers State 3, Oklahoma Wesleyan 1 as we head to the third here in Claremore. This is Rogers State Baseball on the Hellcat Network and RSU Radio.
Robson Properties supports this broadcast of Hellcat Basketball. Owner Frank Robson has handled commercial real estate, construction, and property management since 1969, with shopping centers throughout Oklahoma and southeast Kansas. More information on Robson Properties is online at www.robsonprop.com. www.robsonprop.com. Robson Properties, proud to support both Hellcat Sports and Rogers State University academics.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
Rogers State leading Oklahoma Wesleyan 3-1 as we enter the third inning here in Claremore. And the wind really starting to pick up here as it blows out towards center field now. It was virtually non-existent at first pitch, but now it's gusting out at a good 15 miles an hour towards center. As Hellcat right-hander Brach Noten retakes the mound for this third. Trevor Rokenbok, who started a double play to end the Hellcats' innings now through the first 2. He's the leadoff man and was hit by a pitch to start off this game. Takes a first pitch strike from Noten. Now lines the 0-1 towards right center field. This is over the head of Douglas and races to the wall. Douglas will chase it down. Aankhen's going to turn the speed booster on as he rounds second base. Sliding in ahead of the throw to third. It's a leadoff triple for the leadoff man, Trevor Aankhen. I don't think there was any question Aankhen was going to gun for 3 on that play. And I say that because of his speed numbers over the past couple of years. That's his 4th triple of the season. He leads Oklahoma Wesleyan in that category, and last year he had 8 to lead the team. So a ball like that, from a player like that, if it's not a triple, he's going to get out trying. Rodolfo Aleta to the plate. Takes ball 1 down low. Breaking ball just missing outside from Noten. (2-0). Ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. And the Hellcats' lead is trimmed to 1 as Trevor Aankhen trots in to score. 45th run of the season that Aankhen has scored, 2nd on the team. That RBI for Rodolfo Aleta, his 14th of the year. Brings Alejandro Hernandez to the plate as Noten makes a move back to first, but Aleta back in safely. Another move back to first. Aleta slides back in ahead of it. Davison held his glove there for an extra moment. Make sure Aleta kept himself on the base. Here's the first pitch to Hernandez now. Breaking ball, line drive, just over the glove of Seward, the third baseman, and into left for a base hit. Aleta will stop at second base. Go-ahead run is on here in the top of the third for Oklahoma Wesleyan, who trails Rogers State 3-2. As the Eagles have led off this third inning with 3 consecutive hits. A triple by Aankhen, scored on Rodolfo Oleta's base hit, and now Hernandez does the same. Here's the cleanup man, Chris Acosta-Tapia. Grounded out to short his first time up. Breaking ball from Noten, misses outside. These Eagle hitters wasted no time putting the ball into play their first time through the order. 3 players, including this one, Acosta-Tapia, put the ball in play on the first pitch, and he drives this to deep left center field. This is a towering shot over the fence for a home run. That ball got out with plenty to spare, as it was about 10 feet to the right of the 360 sign in left center field. And Oklahoma Wesleyan's home run leader increasing his lead. That's his 14th dinger of the season. RBIs number 38, 39, and 40 for Acosta-Tapia, who's the reigning KCAC hitter of the week. And just like that, Oklahoma Wesleyan has taken a 5-3 lead here in the top of the third inning. Here's Will Price, the DH. Foul ball on the third base side. That home run surrendered by Brock Noten, the second of the season he's given up in 13 2/3 innings pitched. 0-1, breaking ball, foul to the right of the screen. Puts Price down in the count. Hellcats really need Noten to hang in here and keep his composure. 0-2. Breaking ball down in the dirt and bounces past the catcher Hall. No harm with the bases empty. Although if you had to go to your bullpen early, your arms would have time to rest up before Friday's conference series opener against St. Edwards, but you'd prefer to see Noten go a distance here. High fly ball lifted down the right field line. Bradley Degnan is under it, and he makes the catch. First out here in the top of the third. Breaks up the stretch of 4 hits for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Here's Hunter Henry now. 1 out and the base is empty. Oklahoma Wesleyan leading Rogers State 5-3. Henry showing bunt, pulls it back as the pitch missed down low. Big couple of days for Rogers State Athletics as the Hellcat women's golf team hosting the Hellcat Classic in nearby Owosso, Oklahoma, just about 10 to 15 miles down the road depending on where you're going. And the Hellcats were sitting in 4th place after yesterday's day 1, including reigning Heartland Conference Golfer of the Week Micah Easton sitting in 5th. Two-one pitch, swing and a miss. Hunter Henry doubled for the first hit of this game for Oklahoma Wesleyan last inning. Came around to score the first run on Alex Lugo's 2-out double. Already 4 extra base hits in this game for the Eagles, and the 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Brock Noten really battling back here. His first strikeout of the game. It's out number 2 here in the third, and it brings Ryan Jones to the plate. First pitch breaking ball for a strike to Ryan Jones. And the Hellcat third baseman Matt Seward cheating in a little bit, maybe expecting a bunt from Jones, the left fielder who runs well. 0-1, another breaking ball, just caught the lower outside corner. Good looking pitch from Brock Noten. Keep you updated on the Rogers State Women's Hellcat Classic results as they come in today. Next pitch up high and over the glove of the catcher Garrett Hall to the backstop. 1-2 the count with 2 outs and the base is empty here in the top of the third. Rogers State trailing Oklahoma Wesleyan 5-3, who scored 4 runs here in this inning. Out hitting the Hellcats on the game now 6-5 as the 1-2 is fouled out of play right side. 1 error in this game, that was committed by the Eagles in the first inning, led to 1 of the Hellcats' 3 runs being unearned. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Upstairs goes Brock Noten with the fastball. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning, and that's a good battle back by Brock Noten. Hellcats coming to bat in the bottom of the third, trailing by 2. This is Rogers State Baseball on the Hellcat Network and RSU Radio.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
With 11 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities in NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
FM and the Hellcat Network.
Glad you're with us here on the Hellcat Network and RSU Radio for a beautiful day of Hellcat baseball. Rogers State comes to the plate trailing for the first time in this game here in the bottom of the third inning after Oklahoma Wesleyan puts up 4 runs on 4 hits in the top of the third, including a monster 3-run homer from cleanup man Chris Acosta-Tapia, his team leading 14th home run of the year. Here's Sam Davison to lead things off for Rogers State. 2-3-4 hitters to bat against Chase Brosky, starting right-hander for Oklahoma Wesleyan. First pitch strike that catches the bottom half. Davison got it all started for the Hellcats back in the bottom of the first by laying down a bunt and reached base as the pitcher Brosky tried to handle it, but just ran out of time and his throw to first was low. 0-1, fastball, misses low and outside. Big things expected from Sam Davison coming into this season after his 2016 campaign, his first as a Hellcat. 1-1, half swing, fouled out of play right side. A season ago, Davison hit .320, had a .454 on base percentage, and he has not disappointed this year. Comes in batting .354. 1-2. Bouncing ball to short. Aleta's got it, throws to first in time for the out. One down here in the Hellcat third. Rogers State down 5-3 to Oklahoma Wesleyan. And Bradley Degnan, the batter, with no one aboard. If anybody likes to see this wind blowing out the way it started to, it's Bradley Degnan, the lone left-handed hitter on this Hellcat team. Wind is blowing out to center, right center field at times. And Degnan, the team's home run leader, has punished right field this season. 6 of his 7 home runs coming here at home. 5 of his 7 came in the first 4 games of the season. He hit one out here last Tuesday in the 18-0 win over Bemidji State. First pitch down low in the dirt. Second pitch low and outside. 2-0. Degnan's ahead in the count. Not only the team leader in homers, but in runs driven in as well with 32. 2-0 pitch, and Degnan ropes it down the right field line, drifting foul, and is foul. Hit the tarp, which is parked over there in the right field corner in foul territory. For the way Degnan swings it, wouldn't take much for him to punch one out. And that wind is more blowing towards right center now. 2-1 pitch, misses low and away. Hitters count for sure for Bradley Degnan, who in addition to the home run and RBI lead has a .373 average, second on the team to Jason Marlee, who had the big 2 RBI double for the Hellcats in the first. 3-1. Just caught the strike zone on the outside. Not to the liking of some fans here at the Diamond Sports Complex. Really strong crowd here today, and why not? Free admission here at the Diamond Sports Complex. Great seating. A beautiful day for baseball. 3-2. Degnan skies it up. Right center field. Under it is Acosta-Tapia, the center fielder, who makes the catch for out number 2. 2 down, bases empty for the Hellcat cleanup hitter Chris Miguel, who had a base hit to load the bases back in the first. Chris Miguel has really been swinging it well lately. First pitch down in the dirt from Brosky. .367 hitter is Miguel, third on the team coming in. And that's thanks in large part to a 4-game hitting streak. Ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. He's got his second hit of this game. And the Hellcats get a base runner with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third.
Now batting number 10, Jason Marlee.
for Chris Miguel, his 5th consecutive multi-hit game. Some kind of run he's on. You like to see him peaking this time of year when you're right into the thick of things in Heartland Conference play. Here's Jason Marlee. Fouls the first pitch out of play, back off to the right side. The 0-1, breaking ball down in the dirt from Chase Brosky. Right-handed pitcher for Oklahoma Wesleyan in his 3rd season, making his 3rd start this year, 3rd consecutive. He's been the Tuesday starter now for the 3rd straight week. Figure he's earned that right. Had not given up an earned run coming into the day in 9 innings pitched. Hellcats got him for 3 runs, 2 of those earned in the bottom of the 1st. But the Eagles' bats came fighting back in the top of the 3rd inning. 4 runs to take a 5-3 lead. That brings us to now the bottom of the 3rd, as the 1-1 misses down low to Marlee. Chris Miguel, the runner on first with 2 outs. Miguel knows how to steal bases. Don't put it past him to take off. Marlee fouls the 2-1 out of play right side. Marlee has been swinging it well all year, but lately especially, much like Chris Miguel, comes in with 4 consecutive multi-hit games. 2-2, bouncing ball to third. Rokenbok scoops it up, throws to second, and the second baseman Weaver came off the bag early. Fielding umpire was all over it. Charles Calvert made the call immediately. There was no hesitation, and he had the best look of anybody. So you have to trust that's the right call, as he made it with confidence. Throw from Rokenbok, the third baseman, was a little bit to the left, the outfield side of second base. And perhaps the combination of Weaver's momentum and reaching out for that throw brought him off the bag early. So the inning continues, brings Ishmael Orosco to the plate. First pitch, breaking ball for a strike to Ishmael Orosco, who had one of the 4 Hellcat hits back in the first. Oh-1 missing down low to Ish. Senior shortstop, preseason all-conference and all-region selection. 1-1, down in the dirt. Good block by Alex Lugo, the Eagle catcher, to keep it in front and hold up the runners. Two-1, misses down low. Hitters count for Ishmael Orosco with 2 outs and 2 aboard for Rogers State here in the bottom of the 3rd. They need a big hit, trailing 5-3. No reason to believe that Oklahoma Wesleyan is done scoring runs with the way they can produce offense in a hurry. 3-1 pitch, down in the dirt. Ish draws the walk, and they are loaded up for the second time in this game for Rogers State. That's the first walk issued by Chase Brosky. Only 2 walks on the season coming in 9 innings pitched. So they're loaded up for Garrett Hall. The Hellcat catcher grounded into an inning-ending double play in the first. First pitch misses down low. One thing's for sure, the Hellcat 3rd inning here is not going to end like innings 1 and 2 did. Both of those innings ended in 5-4-3 double plays. Brosky's 1-0 to Hall, misses low and outside. Third baseman Trevor Rokenbok is going to ask for timeout in the field and jog in to talk with the pitcher Chase Brosky. Rokenbok, the senior, preseason All-American selection. It's interesting, he was the All-American selection for the preseason at the shortstop position. He's the third baseman today. 2-0, line drive hit towards center field by Hall. Tapia runs back, slows down his run, and makes the catch 15 feet in front of the wall in center field. Hall gives it a ride, but it comes up short. And the Hellcats trail 5-3 as we head for the fourth inning here in Claremore. This is Rogers State Baseball on the Hellcat Network and RSU Radio.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted.
We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore supports the broadcast of RSU Hellcat Athletics. The Hammett House offers a variety of entrees, including country fried steak, lamb and turkey fries, pamper fried chicken, and a daily selection of homemade pies. Located next to the Will Rogers Memorial in Claremore, just down the hill from RSU. Online at thehammetthouse.com. The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore, a proud supporter of the RSU Hellcats. Cat Athletics on 91.3 FM and the Hellcat Network.
Back with you on the Hellcat Network and RSU Radio. Rogers State trailing Oklahoma Wesleyan 5-3 as we enter the top of the fourth inning. Two teams tied in hits, 6 apiece. Oklahoma Wesleyan has committed 2 errors in this game, none committed by Rogers State. Brock Noten, Hellcat redshirt sophomore right-hander, back onto the mound to start this fourth inning. He'll face the 8, 9, 1 spots in the order for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Here is Alex Lugo. Only left-handed bat in this lineup for the Eagles. Takes a first pitch strike. Responsible for driving in the first run of this game. A 2-out double back in the second inning for the first Eagle run. Hard one hopper to first. Davison dives to his right and brings it in on one hop. Toss back to first where Noten covers for the out. What an unbelievable play by Sam Davison. Virtually no reaction time at all. Davison just laid out to his right. All you saw was dust. That ball was smoked off the ground. And somehow Davison brought it in. Respect to the Hellcat first baseman. That's something else. Here's Scott Weaver. Eagles second baseman shows bunt, pulled it back, but it's in for a strike. If anybody can respect that play, it's the man at the plate, Scott Weaver, who was a Gold Glove selection last year for the KCAC Conference as a freshman. Right-handed hitter takes the 0-1 for strike 2. Oh-2 down in the dirt to Weaver, who flied out to left field his first time up. Batting at the bottom of the order. Noten's 1-2. Defensive swing as it ran up on the hands towards the chest of Weaver. He fouled it on the ground towards the Hellcat dugout on the first base side. This Oklahoma Wesleyan team trying to return to the top level in NAIA, where they've been not too long ago. Slow roller back to the mound. Noten lays out for it, and it deflects off the edge of his glove and rolls towards third base. Seward picks it up, throws to first, but not in time to get Weaver. You can't fault Brock Noten for effort. That ball was just a low, slow hopper towards the left of the pitcher's mound, and Noten dove to his right towards third base, and it just skimmed off the edge of his glove. Back to the top of the order we go. Here's Trevor Rokenbok. Hit by a pitch to lead off the game. Tripled and scored in the third. Fly ball to center field on the first pitch. Running up to get it is Douglas and fires back to first base. They've got the double play. What a throw from Brooks Douglas in center. He had all the momentum in the world running in towards the infield and just fired as hard as he could back to first, and Davison kept his foot on the back, stretched out the right field line, and brought it in just in time to beat out the slide by Weaver. An 8-3 double play for the Hellcats. They trail 5-3 as we head for the bottom of the fourth. This is Hellcat Baseball on RSU Radio and the Hellcat Network.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you can earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check at TTCU.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
On 91.3 FM and the Hellcat Network.
Rogers State comes to bat in the bottom of the fourth inning, trailing Oklahoma Wesleyan 5-3. Right-handed starter Chase Brosky back on the mound for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Sam Casanelli to lead off for Rogers State. 8th spot in the order. Right-handed hitter takes a first pitch strike. Always make it a point to discuss pronunciations with the opposing team before the game. And as I was in the Wesleyan dugout, few players were gathered around to make sure that all the pronunciations were right. And as I came to Chase Brosky, I guessed the pronunciation to be Brosky, and they said, yeah, that's fine. Actually, it's Brosky. So I'm not sure if they were playing a trick on me or if indeed it is Brosky, but either way, he's got out #1 here in the fourth as Casanelli pops it up to shallow center, and Acosta Tapia runs under it to make the play. Chase Brosky, the junior right-hander out of Garland, Texas. There's Brooks Douglas with one out on the bases empty, who made that solid catch and then turned it into a double play to end the top of the fourth as he threw back to first on the money. Third double play we've seen in this game. Oklahoma Wesleyan turned the first two. Both were 5-4-3. Douglas takes a first pitch strike. Shows bunt, lays it down towards third. Brosky off the mound to get it. Another low throw to first and skips past Henry, the first baseman. Safe is Douglas. I think he would have beat it out anyway. Will be scored as a hit for Brooks Douglas. Second time the Hellcats have gotten themselves a bunt single to that spot. Brosky's been the man to get it off the mound. An athletic guy, he gets off the mound pretty quick. It's just been good bunts by the Hellcats. Back to the top of the order, here's Matt Seward. He's looking to reach base for the first time today, a couple of ground outs. First pitch is high and tight. Well, the NAIA coaches' top 25 poll has just been released. It was not out. It was not released when this game got underway. And in the last poll, which they come out every 2 weeks, the last poll released on March 7th, Oklahoma Wesleyan was ranked 2nd in the nation. The new poll that just came out has Oklahoma Wesleyan ranked 3rd. They've been leapfrogged by Sooner Athletic Conference member Oklahoma City. And the number 1 team in the nation, Falkner, Alabama, receiving all first place votes, all 18 of them. So Oklahoma Wesleyan now ranked 3rd in the NAIA top 25 poll. 2-0, Seward skies it up towards right center field. This ball's carrying back. It's going to fall into the gap and 2-hop to the wall. Douglas will be waved around third. Seward is headed for third. Headfirst slide into third base. He's safe. It's a 1-out RBI triple for Matt Seward. Matt Seward's team leading 4th triple of the year. His 20th RBI as he drives in Brooks Douglas, and the Hellcats have cut it to a 5-4 ball game here in the bottom of the 4th. Second, that ball fell in fair. You knew Douglas was going to score with his speed. Here's Davison. Breaking ball, misses low and away. Eighth hit of the game for Rogers State. They're out hitting the Eagles 8-7. 1-0 pitch. Called strike on the lower inside corner. Davison with a bunt single in the first, grounded out in the third. Hellcats with 3 runs in the first and now 1 here in the fourth. Oklahoma Wesleyan with 1 in the second and 4 in the third. I'm going to have to ask the Rogers State Sports Information Department here in between innings how the story will be written after the game for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Are they ranked 2nd or 3rd? Line drive to center field. Takes Acosta Tapia back. He makes the catch, but easily in to score is Seward. It's a productive at bat, a sac fly for Sam Davison that ties this ball game at 5. Out number 2 here in the fourth. Base is empty now for Bradley Degnan with the game tied at 5. And a big shift on in the outfield. Center fielder Acosta Tapia, right before that first pitch was delivered, sprinted over towards right center field and then threw on the brakes. And he holds up there. As a first pitch strike dealt in to Degnan from Chase Brosky. 0-1 down in the dirt. That RBI for Sam Davison is 29th of the year. Second on the team, trailing this man Degnan, who has 32. 1-1 pitch. Skied up, right center field. Running over, Hernandez, the right fielder, makes the catch. Inning over, but the Hellcats get 2 in the bottom of the fourth. They've tied this game at 5. This is Hellcat Baseball on RSU Radio and the Hellcat Network.
Robson Property.
The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore supports the broadcast of RSU Hellcat Athletics. The Hammett House offers a variety of entrees including country fried steak, lamb and turkey fries, pamper fried chicken, and a daily selection of homemade pies. Located next to the Will Rogers Memorial in Claremore, just down the hill from RSU. Online at thehammetthouse.com. The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore, a proud supporter of the RSU Hellcats.
Claremore Nursing Home and the Brookfield are happy to be part of RSU Hellcat Basketball. They offer care for a range of lifestyles, from assisted living to rehabilitation to 24-hour nursing assistance. Claremore Nursing Home in the Brookfield, 920 East 16th Street, or by phone at 341-4857, 341-4857. Proud to be a part of Hellcat Athletics.
101.3 FM and the Hellcat Network.
We enter the 5th inning here in Claremore. Rogers State and Oklahoma Wesleyan all squared up at 5 apiece. Here's Rodolfo Aleta to lead off for the Eagles. Brock Doughton, Hellcat starter, back out there on the mound. Faced the minimum 3 batters in the 4th inning. First pitch strike to Aleta, who's 1 for 2 today. Shortstop batting in the 2-hole. Takes the 0-1 down low. Hellcats defensively, Sam Davison at first, Chris Miguel at second, Ishmael Orosco at short, Matt Seward down at third, Garrett Hall behind the plate. Noten's 1-1, lined into center field for a base hit. A curveball that Aleta just waited on and straightaway shot to center field. Hellcat outfield, Sam Castonelli in left, Brooks Douglas in center, Bradley Degnan in right. We're seeing some excellent defense in this game. 10 combined runs through the first 4 innings, but I tell you, had these two teams not been playing exceptionally from a defensive standpoint, it would be an even bigger run total. At least by a little bit. Alejandro Hernandez, the batter, takes the first pitch high and away. Hellcats had a runner on third in the bottom of the first with 1 out, and they were retired on a double play. Same story in the second, not from a base running standpoint, but the Hellcats did have 1 aboard and retired on a double play. Ground ball through the left side for a base hit. Just out of the reach of Hellcat third baseman Matt Seward, who dove to his left. Wasn't particularly a hard hit ball, but in the right spot for Alejandro Hernandez, his 2nd hit of the game. Aleta stops at second base and 2 aboard here to start this 5th for Oklahoma Wesleyan. And here's the cleanup man, Chris Acosta Tapia. No one will soon forget his 3rd inning at bat. A towering home run over the left center field fence. Curveball, swing and a miss. And the wind continues to shift, blowing out at either right center field or straightaway center. Right now it's kind of in between. Another breaking ball on the 0-1 as it misses down low. One pitch, just on the outside edge for a strike. One-two, misses down low. Noten retired Acosta Tapia in the 1st inning on a ground out as he put the first pitch he saw in play. 2-2 fastball, lined into center field for a base hit. Being waved around third is Aleta, and no play at the plate. It'll be held up to prevent that runner, Hernandez, from moving to third base. Oklahoma Wesleyan retakes the lead 6-5 here in the top of the 5th. On Acosta Tapia's 4th RBI of the game, his team leading 41st of the season.
Now batting number 20, Will Price.
Here is Will Price, the DH. Laying down a bunt towards third. Seward charges in, scoops it up, a brief bobble, and the throw to first is not in time. He had his hands full with that play anyway, even if he doesn't have the bobble. That was a pretty good bunt. Price is going to get there anyway. Well, head coach Chris Klimas will make his way out to the mound now, and this will probably be the end for Brock Noten with the bases loaded up and no outs here in the 5th. Indeed it will be. We'll take a timeout. Hellcats trailing Oklahoma Wesleyan 6-5 in the 5th inning. This is Hellcat Baseball on the Hellcat Network and RSU Radio.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check at TTCU.
Well, Rogers State making a change on the mound here in the top of the 5th inning with the first 4 batters with a hit for Oklahoma Wesleyan. And they've taken a 6-5 lead, bases loaded up with no outs, so the Hellcats go to their bullpen. It will be Josh Eklavea who takes over for the starter Brock Noten. Eklavea, senior right-hander, 6 foot, 195-pounder out of South San Francisco, California. In his 2nd season wearing a Hellcat uniform after transferring in from Kenyatta College. Alejandro Hernandez standing on 3rd, Acosta Tapia on 2nd, Will Price on 1st after his bunt single, and Hunter Henry is the batter with the bases loaded. Right-handed hitter takes a breaking ball for a first pitch strike from Josh Eklavea. Eklavea receives a lot of praise from head coach Chris Klimas for his eagerness to pitch in any situation. He said he just wants the ball in his hands no matter what. Breaking ball misses down low. It's a 1-1 count to Hunter Henry, who is 1 for 2 today. Doubled and scored in the 2nd, struck out in the 3rd. Sharp one hopper to 3rd. Subert's going to come home with it in time for the force out. Throw to 1st in time for the double play. 5-2-3 for the 2nd Hellcat double play of this game. Big time play by Seward and Garrett Hall, and the key to that double play was neither player rushed it. Seward made a perfect throw home. It was right in Garrett Hall's chest, and Hall did the same to first baseman Sam Davison. Here's Ryan Jones with 2 outs and 2 aboard. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. Jones is 0 for 2 today. Only player in this lineup that is yet to reach base. Breaking ball for a strike. Drops him down 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch, breaking ball outside in the dirt. Good block by Garrett Hall, who slid to his right and kept it squarely in front of him. So good back there behind the plate is Hall. The junior who's been starting since his freshman year out of nearby Owosso High School. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Josh Eklavea out of the bullpen gets a ground ball double play and a strikeout, and the Hellcats will head to the bottom of the 5th, trailing 6-5. This is Rogers State Baseball on the Hellcat Network and RSU Radio.
Hey, Red Green here. If you've never seen the Red Green show. No one can possibly...
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job. Doing what?
Worked in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs. Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Just the two of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
Athletics on 91.3 FM and the Hellcat Network.
We're halfway gone here in this midweek non-conference game between Rogers State and the NAIA's now third-ranked team, Oklahoma Wesleyan, who entered the day ranked second, but the new poll released just minutes ago and had Oklahoma Wesleyan drop a spot, but there's no doubting what kind of quality team this Eagles team is. Under the leadership of Matt Parker, 26-5 record coming in for Oklahoma Wesleyan, and they've won their last 5 games. They get a single run in the top of the 5th to now lead Rogers State 6-5. They've out-hit the Hellcats 11-8. Pitching change for the visiting team here to start this bottom of the 5th inning. The starter, Chase Brosky's day is done after 4 innings, and he gives way to Jeffrey Davenport. Junior right-hander, 6'1", out of nearby Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, and played at Broken Arrow High School. Davenport, the junior, comes in with a 6.11 ERA on the season. Makes his 9th appearance of the year, his 8th in relief. 17 2/3 innings for Davenport. He struck out 13 and walked 4. New pitcher, right-hander Jeffrey Davenport for Oklahoma Wesleyan, taking over for the starter, Chase Brosky. And for the Hellcats, 4, 5, 6 hitters to bat here in the 5th. Here is Chris Miguel. Davenport's first pitch, high and tight, as Miguel leans his head back to make sure it avoided him. Miguel 2 for 2 today. A couple of base hits for his 5th consecutive multi-hit game as he takes a strike here. Another strike to Miguel puts him down in the count 1-2. Davenport has been an Eagle since his freshman year. Fastball first called, strike 3. Strikes out the first batter he faces in Chris Miguel. Here's Jason Marlee with 1 out and the bases empty for Rogers State. Hellcats down 6-5 here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch to Marlee, and he skies it up out of play down the right side. Final line on the Oklahoma Wesleyan starting pitcher, Chase Brosky. 4 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, 4 of those earned. He had not given up an earned run in 9 innings pitched this season coming in. No strikeouts and 1 walk through 60 pitches, 38 for strikes. Called strike 2 to Marlee, who looks back at the umpire to have a word. Oh-2, Marlee. High fly ball drifting down the right field line. This hits off the top of the wall and bounces back to Hernandez, the right fielder, who barehands it and throws it back to the infield, and Marlee slides into second with a double. Oh my, that ball just continued to carry. And I think the right fielder, Hernandez, thought it was going to get out of here. A But that hit off the top of the wall and bounced right back to him. Jason Marlee narrowly misses his 4th home run of the year. Hit one here at home last Tuesday, but he's got his 2nd double of the game. Here's Ishmael Orosco. Hellcats have got a great shot to tie this thing up and then look to do further damage. Orosco takes a first pitch strike. He's walked and singled today. That double for Marlee, his 8th of the year. 2nd on the team to Chris Miguel. This man, Ishmael Orosco, tied for 3rd on the team with 7. One from Davenport. Missed inside. Two-one. Sharp ground ball to 3rd. Down to his knees as Aankhen has it, throws to 1st, but it bounces and past the first baseman, Hunter Henry. Marlee to 3rd. Orosco will go to 2nd. Aankhen did well to bring that in. It was a sharply hit grounder that he went down to his knees and backhanded it cleanly. But as he popped up, he put it in the ground pretty quick. It hit in the grass and then continued to hop a couple of times before sneaking past Henry, the first baseman. Here's Garrett Hall. First pitch down low. Both Garrett Hall at bats today have come with the bases loaded. Strike into Hall, 1-1 the count. Missing down low, 2-1 the count. I'd be inclined to ask Garrett Hall after the game if he's ever met up with Jeffrey Davenport, this Oklahoma Wesleyan reliever, in high school. Guaranteed their paths have crossed at one point or another. Davenport at Broken Arrow and Hall at Owosso High School. Year in and year out, those two, usually one of the two is going to be favored to win the 6A state baseball championship. Owosso, the cream of the crop when it comes to baseball, though, in the state of Oklahoma. 2-2. Hall lines it down the left field line. In to score is Marlee. Orosco's right behind him, and Garrett Hall will trot into second base with a 2 RBI double. A low liner that took a hop right at the edge of the dirt before left field and then rolled into foul territory in the corner.
The double brings up number 33, Caston.
Rogers State has retaken the lead here in the bottom of the 5th. 7-6. Third double of the year for Garrett Hall. RBIs number 10 and 11. Here's Sam Castanelli, takes the first pitch outside. Castanelli, ground ball to third, and it off the end of Rokenbok's glove. Rolls to the shortstop, Aleta, who throws back to second, and it's in time to get Garrett Hall, who had started to run to third, and he tried to get back to second but couldn't slide in quick enough. So the shortstop, Aleta, saves Rokenbok from another error. And the Eagles get out number 2. Those are uncharacteristic of Rokenbok, who's a preseason All-American. At the shortstop position, though, I might add. Here's Brooks Douglas. First pitch in the dirt. Didn't bounce away from the catcher, Lugo, by much, as it holds up Caston at first. Ground ball just to the right of second base. Scooped up by Weaver, the second baseman, and flips to Aleta, who touches second for the force to end the inning. But Rogers State gets a couple of runs on 2 hits in the 5th inning, and they've taken a 7-6 lead as we head for 6. This is Hellcat Baseball on RSU Radio and the Hellcat Network.
People often ask me, John, how do you do it? Still making pizzas after 30 years. Seriously, guys, it ain't rocket science. It ain't physics. It's pizza. And I love pizza.
Get any large one-topping pizza for only $10 and add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. We're cooking dinner. Dinner is the most important meal of the day.
We can cater to everybody's needs, whether you want a burger, whether you want chicken.
Dinner's special for me and my family because it's the one meal out of the day that we get to spend together.
It's the perfect end to a good day.
Win or lose, we're coming to Whataburger after a game.
Whataburger for dinner. If we're not on your way home, you're going the wrong way.
My name is Tatiana, and I would love to cook you dinner.
Hellcat Athletics on 91.3 FM and the Hellcat Network.
Rogers State leading Oklahoma Wesleyan 7-6 as we enter the 6th inning here in Claremore. Hellcats get 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th to retake the lead in this back-and-forth game. Josh Eklevea back on the mound for the Hellcats. Came on in relief last inning. He'll face the 8-9 one-hitters here in the 6th. Here's Alex Lugo. Left-handed hitter takes ball 1 down low. Lugo drove in the first run of this game for the Eagles with a double back in the 2nd. Sharp one-hopper that's just foul down the first base line. About 2/3 of the way down the first base line, it bounced foul by inches and then continued to angle foul. An easy call for the ump in the field, Charles Calvert. 1-1. Just missed. Low and outside. (3-1) now the count to Lugo. Swung on and a slow roller foul on the first base side. Don't know if you'd believe it if I told you, but this is the first full count of this game for Oklahoma Wesleyan. They have been aggressive hitters. Payoff pitch from Eklevea, just missed inside. Final line on Hellcat starter Brock Noten. 4 innings, 11 hits, 6 runs, all of those earned. 2 strikeouts and no walks through 67 pitches, 47 of those for strikes. Laying down a bunt is Scott Weaver. Matt Seward, the third baseman, charging up, has it, throws to first in time for the out. Good play by Seward, who was cheating up a little bit, expecting it, and able to get the speedy Scott Weaver. (5-3) for out number 1 as Weaver does his job, advancing Lugo to second. Oklahoma Wesleyan playing small ball, trying to tie this game back up. Back to the top of the order we go. Trevor Aankhen. Breaking ball that misses inside from Josh Eklevea. Next pitch, similar to the first, just missed inside. Aankhen ahead of Eklevea, 2-0. 1 of 2 today as Aankhen had a triple in the third inning to lead things off and came around to score. That was part of a top of the third inning where Oklahoma Wesleyan had 4 consecutive hits to lead things off. Hellcat starter Brach, though, did a great job settling back in, retired the next 3 batters, final 2 of which on strikeout. Faced the minimum 3 in the 4th, but then things got a little bit out of hand in the 5th as the first 4 batters of the inning got hits, and that's what brought in Eklevea. Here's the 3-0, swing and a miss. Don't see many hitters have the green light on a 3-0 pitch. Don't know if Aankhen did, but he swung at it. (3-1) is a slow roller towards second. Miguel's got it, throws to first in time for the out. Out number 2 here in the top of the 6th as Alex Lugo made it over to third base. Hellcats up 7-6, 2 outs, a runner on for Rodolfo Aleta. Right-handed hitter takes a first pitch strike. Next pitch, missing down low. Aleta 2 for 3 today, including an RBI back in the 3rd. Showing bunt. Pitch was high and tight, and he kept it up there anyway. Bounce down foul. Josh Eklevea had 1 outing for the Hellcats in the weekend series down in Laredo, Texas against Texas A&M International. Pitched a third of an inning, gave up 2 hits and 1 run. Fouled back out of play on the 1-2 by Aleta. Eklevea, 3 scoreless outings on the year for Rogers State. 1-2, bounces to the catcher Hall, who keeps it at bay. Eklevea making his 10th appearance here today and his 7th in relief. 4.44 ERA for the Hellcat right-handed senior. 2-2, fouled back. 24 1/3 innings Eklevea has logged coming in. With the work he's already done here today. He has moved into the 4th most innings pitched this year on this team. 2-2 has popped up left side of the infield. Seward, the third baseman, under it, makes the catch for out number 3. Oklahoma Wesleyan strands the runner on third. Rogers State leads 7-6 as we head for the bottom of the 6th inning. This is Hellcat Baseball on RSU Radio and the Hellcat Network.
Robson Properties supports this broadcast of Hellcat Basketball. Owner Frank Robson has handled commercial real estate, construction, and property management since 1969, with shopping centers throughout Oklahoma and southeast Kansas. More information on Robson Properties is online at www.robsonprop.com. www.robsonprop.com. Robson Properties, proud to support both Hellcat Sports and Rogers State University academics.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
And the Hellcat Network.
Rogers State leads Oklahoma Wesleyan 7-6 as we enter the bottom of the 6th inning here in Claremore. Hellcats plating 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th to retake the lead. If you're just joining us, Rogers State scored 3 in the 1st, 2 in the 4th, and 2 more in the 5th. Oklahoma Wesleyan with 1 in the 2nd, 4 in the 3rd, and 1 in the 5th. The Hellcats clinging to this 1-run lead here. Oklahoma Wesleyan 11 hits, Rogers State 10. Eagles have committed 3 errors in this game. Rogers State has committed none. Those miscues for Oklahoma Wesleyan have led to 2 unearned runs for Rogers State. Top of the Hellcat order to lead off. Here's Matt Seward. Jumps on the first pitch. Fouls it out of play. Seward with his team leading 4th triple of the year in his last at bat. Back in the 4th inning. Also drove in a run for the Hellcats. Here's the 0-1. Seward just gets a piece and fouls it off his right leg. To meet Matt's father, Ed, who was here the weekend before last for the conference series against St. Mary's. Always enjoy meeting the players' families as Seward on the 0-2 lines it into the gap in left center field. This is going to race all the way to the wall, and Seward cruises into second with a leadoff double. Seward punishing the gaps in his last 2 at-bats. He's got his 7th double of the year, his 12th extra base hit. Let's see if the Hellcats look to play small ball and just get Seward over to third base with Sam Davison at the plate. That's what Oklahoma Wesleyan's expecting. The infield corners are playing in a step onto the grass. They're ready for it. Here's right-hander Jeffrey Davenport. The first pitch to Davison, fastball just misses low. Coaching visit to the mound coming as there is action in the Oklahoma Wesleyan bullpen, and I think we're going to see a change. So first pitch not liked, apparently, as Jeffrey Davenport's day is over. We'll tell you who the new Wesleyan pitcher is when we return. Hellcats leading 7-6 in the bottom of the 6th inning. This is Rogers State Baseball on the Hellcat Network and RSU Radio.
Hi. Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
With 11 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities in NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
FM and the Hellcat Network.
Oklahoma Wesleyan going to their bullpen here in the bottom of the 6th inning with Rogers State leading 7-6, and Matt Seward with a leadoff double for the Hellcats after first pitch missed to Sam Davison. That's when Oklahoma Wesleyan had decided to make this change and replace right-hander Jeffrey Davenport with right-hander Landon Williams. Sophomore right-hander, 5'10" out of Clovis, New Mexico. Landon Williams comes in with a 2.08 ERA. He makes his team leading 13th appearance of the season. All have been in relief. He's got a perfect 4-0 record. 26 innings, 15 strikeouts, and 3 walks for right-hander Landon Williams, who takes over on the mound for Oklahoma Wesleyan. And he inherits a 1-0 count to Hellcat 2-hole hitter Sam Davison, with Matt Seward standing on second. Williams ready to deal the first pitch. Davison lays down the bunt, takes a giant hop up the first base side. Williams off the mound, picks it up, throws to first in time for the out, as the Hellcats get Matt Seward over to third base with just 1 out. Here's Bradley Degnan to the plate. And Oklahoma Wesleyan is dead set on walking Bradley Degnan. Catcher Alex Lugo in the standing position and holding his glove hand, his left, way out to the left, as Landon Williams just lobs him over there. Bradley Degnan, the only left-handed hitter on this Hellcat team. And so to get to that favorable right-handed pitcher to right-handed batter matchup for Oklahoma Wesleyan, they walk Degnan with first base open. Potentially set up a double play, and you bring up Chris Miguel, the right-handed hitter. Although, you're still taking yourself a chance by bringing up Chris Miguel to the plate. He's in the cleanup spot for a reason. He's 2 for 3 today, and he might just be the hottest hitter on this Hellcat team. Those 2 hits today for Miguel, his 5th consecutive game with a multi-hit effort. Here's the first pitch to him. He jumps on it, skies it up, foul behind home plate. It's playable for the catcher Alex Lugo, who dropped it. Oh, he saw it all the way to his glove, and then it just popped out at the last moment. Unreal. Lugo was kind of backing up, backpedaling a little bit towards first base at the last second. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Came down in his glove and then just popped right out of it. A second life for Chris Miguel. Ground ball to third, and it skips off the heel of Aankhenbach's glove. In to score is Seward. Degnan and Miguel both safe. Another error committed uncharacteristically by Trevor Aankhenbach. Here's Jason Marlee. Fouls the first pitch out of play, right side. Rogers State leading 8-6. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Hit totals tied up at 11. The 0-1, Marlee offers, just got a piece off the edge of the bat. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball just misses outside. Long stare from Landon Williams, the right-hander. Looks at the runner, Degnan at second, now deals the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So that run scored by Matt Seward for Rogers State proves to be unearned. You can charge an error to the catcher Lugo on that missed pop-up attempt in foul territory. It's all situational. And so after that drop and now the strikeout to Marlee, makes that run by Seward unearned because it never would have scored if you play things out the way they could have happened without that dropped pop. Ishmael Orosco, the batter, takes ball one. Fly ball lifted up into center field. Running over is Acosta Tapia and makes the catch. Orosco retired for out number 3. The Hellcats get another run. They lead this game 8-6 as we head for the 7th. This is Hellcat Baseball on RSU Radio and the Hellcat Network.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore supports the broadcast of RSU Hellcat Athletics. The Hammett House offers a variety of entrees, including country fried steak, lamb and turkey fries, pamper fried chicken, and a daily selection of homemade pies. Located next to the Will Rogers Memorial in Claremore, just down the hill from RSU. Online at thehammetthouse.com. The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore, a proud supporter of the RSU Hellcats.
Rogers State leading Oklahoma Wesleyan 8-6 as we enter the 7th inning of play here in Claremore. The Hellcats scoring runs in each of the last 3 innings. And they have come back in this game after leading 3-0 after 1. Oklahoma Wesleyan took a 5-3 lead after 3, but Rogers State scoring 5 runs over the last 3 innings to regain the lead. Heart of the order to bat for Oklahoma Wesleyan here in this 7th inning. Alejandro Hernandez showing bunt, pulls it back as it missed outside for ball 1 from Hellcat right-hander Josh Eklabea, reliever who took over for Brock Noten in the 5th inning. Eklabea misses down low, 2-0 the count. Sharp ground ball to short. Orozco has it at the edge of the infield. Long throw to first is in time for the out. 1 down here in the 7th. Here's the cleanup man, Chris Acosta Tapia. That's when you like to see him at the plate with the bases empty. Here's the first pitch from Eklabea, breaking ball down in the dirt. A drive to left center field. This ball's drifting back and it one hops off the wall in the gap. Caston will chase it down and quickly fire it back to the infield as Acosta Tapia cruises into second with a double. He's a triple shy of the cycle today. And again, that's why you like to see him up there with the bases empty. Acosta Tapia's 15th double of the year. Leads the team in 2 baggers and home runs as well. Hit his team leading 14th homer back in the 3rd inning. He's 2nd in the nation in home runs. Here's Will Price. First pitch breaking ball misses down low from Eklabea. Price the DH, 1 for 3 today. First team all KCAC as a utility man last season. Skies up the 1-0 into shallow right field. Degnan a long run up, lays out for it, and can't make the catch, but he did get a piece of it to hold it up. And the runner, Acosta Tapia, holds up at third base. So a Texas leaguer for Will Price that just falls in ahead of the charging Degnan, who does a good job just to slow down its pace and prevent a run from scoring. Second hit for Price. Runners on the corners with one out. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Rogers State leading Oklahoma Wesleyan 8-6, who was ranked second in the nation coming into the day in NAIA. And the new poll came out in about the 3rd inning, and Oklahoma Wesleyan had dropped a spot to 3rd in the nation. Rogers State head coach Chris Klimas will make his way out. And this might be the end for Eklavea. Indeed it is. So Rogers State leading 8-6 in the top of the 7th will make a pitching change with one out and runners on the corners. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we return. This is Hellcat Baseball on RSU Radio and the Hellcat Network.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check. At TTCU.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
Rogers State has an 8-6 lead on Oklahoma Wesleyan here in the top of the 7th inning. One out, runners on the corners for the Eagles, and the Hellcats have gone to their bullpen for the second time in this game. Senior right-hander Justin Magstad takes over on the mound for fellow senior right-hander Josh Eklavea. And Magstad will pitch to Hunter Henry, a righty-righty matchup here. Justin Magstad enters with a 5.12 ERA. Makes his 14th relief appearance of the season, ties him for the team lead with Rusty Huber. First pitch, breaking ball that misses low and away to Hunter Henry, who is 1 for 3 today. Doubled and scored the first run back in the 2nd inning, but since then, a strikeout and grounded into a double play. 1-0 pitch, breaks in for a strike from Justin Magstad. No surprise to see the level of work that Magstad has gotten through the first course of this season. 1-1, high bouncing ball to short. Ishmael Orosco to second for one. Relay to first is in time for the double play. Chris Miguel fired a fastball to first to just beat out Henry. It's a 6-4-3 twin killing. Magstad out of the bullpen, and the Hellcats hold the Eagles off the scoreboard. Rogers State 8, Oklahoma Wesleyan 6. As we head for the bottom of the 7th, this is Hellcat Baseball on RSU Radio and the Hellcat Network.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore supports the broadcast of RSU Hellcat Athletics. The Hammett House offers a variety of entrees, including country fried steak, lamb and turkey fries, pamper fried chicken, and a daily selection of homemade pies. Located next to the Will Rogers Memorial in Claremore, just down the hill from RSU. Online at thehammetthouse.com. The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore. a proud supporter of the RSU Hellcats.
Cat Athletics on 91.3 FM and the Hellcat Network.
Rogers State turns their third double play of the game to get out of the top of the 7th unscathed and keep their 8-6 lead intact as we hit the bottom of the 7th inning. Garrett Hall will lead off for Rogers State, who has scored runs in each of the last 3 innings now. 2 in the 4th and the 5th, and 1 in the 6th. Here's Garrett Hall, who had a 2 RBI double back in the 5th inning. Takes a first pitch strike from right-hander Landon Williams, who took over in relief last inning for Jeffrey Davenport. Didn't get a chance to give you his final line because it wasn't really final until the inning ended. 1 inning in relief for Davenport, who took over for the starter Chase Brosky. 3 hits, 3 runs, only 1 of those earned. 1 strikeout and no walks. The line on Jeffrey Davenport for Oklahoma Wesleyan, the Broken Arrow High School product. 1-1 the count here to Garrett Hall for Rogers State to lead things off. And a high bouncing ball foul on the third base side puts Hall down 1-2. This pitcher Landon Williams for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Sophomore right-hander, 5'10", out of Clovis, New Mexico. Pretty good-looking line on the season for Williams, 2.08 ERA, making his 13th relief appearance of the season, which moves him into the team lead. Came in tied with Lisandro Cruz in relief appearances. They've relied pretty heavily on Williams, Cruz, and then, of course, their closer, Tyler Schumpert, the Baylor transfer, who has 11 appearances on the year and 8 saves. 1-2, sharp hopper back up the middle for a base hit. Williams collapsed to the ground and stuck his glove out there to try to snag it. But it gets past him, and Garrett Hall has got his 2nd consecutive hit.
Now batting number 33, Sam Caston.
So the leadoff aboard for Rogers State and brings Sam Caston to the plate. Shows bunt, lays it down. Bouncing ball angling foul on the third base side. Caston 0 for 3 today. The only Hellcat who does not have a hit to this point. But really working himself into the lineup for good reason. Caston, who making his 10th start here today. Came in with a .472 on base percentage, a .296 average. Landon Williams 0-1. Again, Caston showing bunt, quickly pulled it back as the pitch missed low and inside down towards the feet of Caston. Caston holding that bunt out there, waiting on Williams. Here goes the runner on the 1-1. It's a bouncing ball to short. Aleta flips to second for 1. Weaver's relay not in time to first. Good running by Caston to prevent the double play. Fielder's choice, 6-4 on the putout, retires Garrett Hall. One out here in the bottom of the 7th for Rogers State, who leads Oklahoma Wesleyan 8-6. Brooks Douglas, the Hellcat batter, steps in. 2 for 3 today as Brooks swings at the first pitch and lines it into center for a base hit. Caston will hold at second. 3rd hit of the game now for Brooks Douglas. In the bottom of the order, very productive for Rogers State. 4 hits from those bottom 3 spots, make it 5 on that for Douglas. And Matt Seward, the top of the order, back to the plate. Speaking of production, last 2 at-bats for Seward. RBI triple and a double, and came around to score runs on both occasions. He's been as instrumental as anyone in the run support over the last 3 innings for Rogers State. And a chance to do some more damage here. First pitch from Williams. Seward skies it up down the right field line. Hard run from Hernandez, the right fielder, who makes the catch just as he crosses the line. Caston tags up and a headfirst slide into third just ahead of the throw. He's safe. Hernandez caught that, pivoted, and threw to third base. His throw was accurate, but it just took it a little while to get there as it came down just past the pitcher's mound and had to roll to Trevor Rokenbok. Runners on the corners for the Hellcats with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Sam Davison steps in. First pitch misses inside to Sam. He has been a Sam of all trades today. A bunt single in the first and came around to score. A sacrifice fly in the 4th and a sac bunt in the 6th. And he was the first batter that Landon Williams faced. Fouls the 1-0 back out of play. Davison had the rare experience of facing 2 pitchers in the same at-bat. He took ball 1 from Jeffrey Davenport, and then Oklahoma Wesleyan made the change to Landon Williams. Soft throw back to first, or a fake that is. And easily back safely is Douglas. Caston on third. Runners on the corners with 2 outs for Sam Davison, who's got a 1-1 count. The pitch breaks and just misses the lower outside corner. This is the start of a 4-game homestand for Rogers State that will wrap up this Friday and Saturday. At least that's the schedule right now, weather pending. Scheduled to play St. Edwards in a doubleheader to begin on Friday at 2 o'clock and then wrap it up on Saturday with a single 9-inning game. Soft throw back to first. Douglas is back safely. Temperature hasn't moved since first pitch. Still 77 degrees here in Claremore. Oh, what a difference a week makes. Last Tuesday here at home, Rogers State playing Bemidji State in a non-conference game. It was 36 degrees at first pitch, and it felt like every bit of it, too. Ground ball between first and second, scooped up by Scott Weaver. Throw to first in time for the out. Hellcats strand 2 in the bottom of the 7th, but they've got an 8-6 lead as we head for the 8th. This is Hellcat Baseball on RSU Radio and the Hellcat Network.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check at TTCU.
This is RSU Hellcat Athletics on 91.3 FM and the Hellcat Network.
Rogers State leading Oklahoma Wesleyan 8-6 as we enter the 8th inning here in Claremore. Justin Magstadt on the mound for Rogers State. Came on in relief last inning and got a ground ball double play off the bat of Hunter Henry to end the threat and keep the Hellcats lead intact. First pitch strike to Ryan Jones, right-handed hitter for the Eagles. Next pitch misses low and outside. As we bring in the Rogers State Assistant Athletic Director for Communications, Steve Braun, Steve, always good to have you on the broadcast, as you're always here anyway, but always good to have you on the broadcast. And to talk about something special, as Rogers State women's golf team just wrapped up a tournament and getting to host a tournament for the second consecutive year.
Yeah, getting to play out at Bailey Ranch in Owosso, and it was the second Hellcat Classic, the first one last year, held up at Hillcrest Golf Club in Bartlesville. Another successful tournament. Coach T.J. Dickinson and his squad, or his coaching staff, did a great job of hosting that. 11 teams, 62 golfers playing in Owosso, and the Hellcat women come away with a fourth-place finish.
Ground ball single through the left side of the infield for Ryan Jones on a 2-2 pitch. Leadoff base runner for Oklahoma Wesleyan here in the 8th. Brings up Alex Lugo. That, of course, a lot of different moving parts, especially when you've got 11 different teams, right, coming to your hometown. And but you, of course, have to be concerned in the month of March in the state of Oklahoma with the weather. And, boy, it couldn't have turned out better.
Oh, couldn't have been better. It was almost too hot yesterday. You had to be concerned about the young ladies out there getting enough water and being hydrated and having the right nutrition as they're out there in those 91-degree temperatures in the middle of March.
Bouncing ball between first and second. Miguel's got it. He'll go to second for one. Relay to first is in time. Are you kidding me? Fourth double play of the game for Rogers State. And that will not be to the liking of head coach Matt Parker for Oklahoma Wesleyan. He'll make his way out, and he wants to have a chat with the umpire in the field, Charles Calvert. He's not irate, but he didn't waste any time getting out there onto the field, and they're right there at the edge of the dirt behind first base. And Parker will make his way back to the dugout to no avail as the Hillcats turn a double play for the second consecutive inning. That was perhaps the most impressive one of this game, as no room for error whatsoever. 4-6-3, Miguel, Orosco, and Davison. We've got a pinch hitter here with 2 outs. Scheduled hitter is Scott Weaver in the bottom of the order. And the pinch hitter is Jalen Jackson, senior from McKinney, Texas. He's been a mainstay on this Oklahoma Wesleyan team. Right-handed hitter awaits. First pitch breaks down in the dirt. Well, you mentioned for T.J. Dickinson, first-year head coach for Rogers State, that's also a very good thing to have under his belt right off the bat, to be able to host a tournament, because it's not something that every school gets to do. It's not like you get to do that every single year.
No doubt about it. And Coach Dickinson was able to do that at Oklahoma Wesleyan when he was there, and you could tell he knew what he wanted to do and had a great plan, and things went really smooth. The weather helped that. The staff out at Bailey Ranch also played a big part in that. The course was in great condition. The weather helped a ton, and it was just a really fun event to have those 11 teams, and to even have a few individuals from Oral Roberts at Division I program to come up and play in the tournament as well. A lot of opportunity for some good competition.
1-2, a sharp ground ball that bounces through the right side for a base hit, just out of the reach of a diving first baseman, Sam Davison. And the pinch hitter, Jalen Jackson, comes through for Oklahoma Wesleyan, a 2-out base runner. And it will bring the Eagles back to the top of their order with Trevor Aankhen. Yeah, that's a great point, I guess. We've had a pretty mild winter. The spring got going really early, so it's one thing to have good weather on the days of, but the nice weather leading up to, I'm sure, made for nice conditions on the course.
No doubt about it. We could have probably used a little bit of rain. I know a couple of the coaches, while I was driving around, they mentioned, hey, the greens are tough. They're rock hard. So a little rain probably would have helped to soften those, but it made for a tougher challenge for a lot of those young ladies, and you still had some amazing scores out there. St. Edward's played phenomenal. I mean, they played so impressive. 4 girls that finished in the top 8. They had the top 2. It was a very impressive performance. And then Micah Easton from Rogers State, the junior, able to finish 3rd, 223 total. She was very impressive, and a lot of good play from the Hillcats as they continue to try to improve as the season progresses.
I'd like to say I'm surprised, but Mike Easton, the reigning Heartland Conference Golfer of the Week, so she follows up a great week the week before with another good performance there.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for St. Edward's being in this tournament, she'd probably have a chance to have claimed that once again this week. But St. Edward's, Anna Sophia Benavides, she has won that Heartland Conference Player of the Week a couple times, and probably going to take it home again. She shot 1 under par in the opening round. It was a 54-hole tournament, and that was another thing that's different. A lot of the times, women's golf at this level, 36 holes, you play a round each day, 2-day tournament, have a practice round on Sunday. They played 36 on Monday, and that 91-degree heat, and she was able to go out there and shoot 1 under par in the opening round.
After fouling one out of play, Rokenbok takes ball 3. It's a full count with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Rogers State leading Oklahoma Wesleyan 8-6. Eagles with a runner on first, and Jalen Jackson, here he goes on the 3-2. And a bouncing ball foul, third base side.
And one of the things, Josh, about being able to host, you were able to get people out there that typically aren't able to go out and support the Hellcat golf teams. I mean, Chris Miguel was out there yesterday before practice. He came out for a couple holes and supported the ladies out there. And then to have Coach Parkinson, he made a stop out there today. He was in the area and said, hey, I figured I'd stop by.
Second 3-2 pitch is driven to the gap in right center over Brooks Douglas' head. It'll one hop to the wall. Jackson's going to be waved around third. There's no play at the plate. He's in to score, and the Hellcats' lead is cut to 1 run as Trevor Rokenbok cruises into second base with a 2-out RBI double, his second extra base hit of the game. And Rogers State head coach Chris Klimas will make his way out to the mound. We might just see our third pitching change of the game for Rogers State as Klimas gives a look to the bullpen. Justin Magstad came on in relief of Josh Eklevea. Hellcat starter Brock Noten went 4 innings. Eklevea came on in the 5th in relief of Noten. Gave the Hellcats 2 1/3, and then Magstad came on at the end of last inning and got a double play to end the threat. Well, indeed, it is a pitching change for the Hellcats. We'll tell you who the new arm is when we return. Hellcats clinging to an 8-7 lead in the top of the 8th with 2 outs. This is Rogers State Baseball on the Hellcat Network and RSU Radio.
Hey, Red Green here. If you've never seen the Red Green Show, no one can possibly...
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job. Doing what?
Worked in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs. Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Just the two of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives, and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
1.3 FM and the Hellcat Network.
Rogers State turns to closer Rusty Huber here with 2 outs and a runner on second in the top of the 8th inning, and the Hellcats clinging to a 1-run lead. First pitch to Rodolfo Aleta, misses up high. Aleta, the 2-hole hitter, is 2 for 4 today. Hellcats turn to Rusty Huber, team's leader in appearances now, who makes his 15th relief appearance on the year. Team best in ERA at 0.90. A 2-2 record coming in. This is a save situation, of course, for Huber. He's got 5 of them on the year. He's the Rogers State single season and career record holder in saves. Deals in a strike now. It's a 1-1 count to Aleta as he gives a look to Rokenbok on second base. 1-1, left inside, and it hits Rodolfo Aleta. And that brings up the ever-dangerous Alejandro Hernandez. 2 for 4 today is the 3-hole hitter. Hernandez, who is 5th in the nation in home runs. Hits in the 3rd and 5th innings. He's popped out and grounded out in his other 2 at-bats. Hernandez, 12 homers on the year, 2nd on the team, 48 runs driven in. This has been some kind of run that Rusty Huber has been on lately, though. He's been virtually untouchable for Rogers State. We'll talk more about that as this game goes on. That nasty cutter from Huber just misses outside to Hernandez. Rusty Huber saw one game of action against Texas A&M International in the Hellcats Weekend Conference Series down in Laredo, Texas. Brought him in to pitch the final 2 innings, surrendered 3 hits, no runs, a couple of strikeouts, a walk, as the Hellcats won a close one, 4-2 in the opener of that 3-game conference series. And Huber misses with the 1-0. Huber's only allowed 2 earned runs in 20 innings pitched this year as he deals in a strike. 30 strikeouts and 7 walks for Rusty Huber in those 20 innings. You have to go all the way back to February 25th against Regis University, the last time he gave up a run. 2-1, swing and a miss. Nine consecutive relief appearances for Rusty Huber without giving up a run. Two. That cutter right in there for strike 3 called. It broke right in and froze Hernandez at the knees. And Huber out of the bullpen gets the strikeout the Hellcats need. They'll take an 8-7 lead into the bottom of the 8th inning. This is Hellcat Baseball on RSU Radio and the Hellcat Network.
Hey, Red Green here. If you've never seen the Red Green Show, no one can possibly...
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job.
Doing what?
Worked in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs. Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Just the two of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
RSU Hellcat Athletics on 91.3 FM and the Hellcat Network.
Rogers State comes to bat in the bottom of the 8th inning, leading Oklahoma Wesleyan 8-7. This has been an offensive outpour by these two teams. Who can say you're surprised when you look at the offensive numbers of these two coming in? Bradley Degnan to lead things off for Rogers State here in the bottom of the 8th. Hellcats held off the scoreboard in the bottom of the 7th for the first time since the 3rd inning. Degnan, the left-handed hitter, takes ball 1 from Landon Williams. Now swings and a bouncing ball foul, first base side. Took one hop in fair territory and then quickly angled foul. By the way, Jalen Jackson, who pinch hit for Scott Weaver in the top of the 8th, he stays in the game. He is now the second baseman. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch from Landon Williams. Williams came on in the 6th. Inherited a base runner. Oklahoma Wesleyan, 2 of their 4 errors in that 6th inning. Two, misses up high. It's a full count to Bradley Degnan. Degnan is 0 for 3 today, but he's been on base twice, once by way of error And in the 6th inning, they intentionally walked him. Payoff pitch, misses low and outside, and Degnan's aboard to start this 8th. Never cease to be amazed by Bradley Degnan's approach to the plate. Might be easy to step up and try to force something there at the plate when you haven't had a hit in this game, but he was patient and took the walk and gives the Hellcats a base runner, which they desperately needed to start off this 8th. Any insurance is going to help. And you certainly aren't going to feel very comfortable with a 1-run lead going into the 9th. Got to try to get something here. Here's Chris Miguel. First pitch strike just caught the outside edge to Chris Miguel. Two for 4 day for the Hellcat cleanup man. His 5th consecutive multi-hit game. The 0-1 bouncing ball, foul, third base side. To put it into perspective for you on the way that Chris Miguel has been swinging the bat over the course of these multi-hit games, he was a .315 hitter at the end of the St. Mary's series back on March 10th, and since then raised his average up to .367 entering today. That's going to come up even more. And the 0-2, high fly ball into the gap in right center. It one hops to the wall. Degnan will get the go sign around third as Miguel cruises into second, standing up with an RBI double. And the Hellcats increase their lead to 9-7. Chris Miguel's team-leading 10th double of the year. For Miguel, it's his 3rd hit of the game and RBI number 26 on the season. Here's Jason Marlee. This wind has shifted all day long, and now it's blowing from left to right foul pole. Marlee offers at the first pitch and just got a piece of it, fouling it back. It was virtually no wind at first pitch, just drifting out maybe 5 miles an hour towards center field. Then just out of nowhere, it started gusting 10, 15, 20 miles an hour out towards center and at times right center. And now it's shifted over to a crosswind blowing from left to right foul pole. 0-1 breaking ball falls in for a strike to Marlee. Hellcats getting a run off of reliever Landon Williams here. That's not an easy thing to do. Williams had only given up 6 earned runs in 26 innings pitched coming into the day. The 0-2. Williams just turns back towards second base. Rogers State leading Oklahoma Wesleyan 9-7. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Hellcats have already plated 1 run. And they've got Chris Miguel standing on second. Jason Marlee down 0-2. Williams pitch. Marlee, one giant hop to third. Ockenbach's got it. Throws across the diamond to first in time for the out. As Chris Miguel stays put on second, it's out number 1 here in the bottom of the 8th. And it brings Ishmael Orosco to the plate. Talking with Rogers State Assistant Athletic Director for Communications, Steve Braun, about the Hellcats women's golf team hosting a tournament wrapping up today, and the Hellcats finish 4th in the 12-team field as we see a coaching visit to the mound now. And Steve, as we kind of talked about how nice the weather was and the turnout from teams, how nice it is to host a tournament, but it kind of goes down in the books as really another first in Rogers State, as this is the first year of postseason eligibility for Hellcat sports, completing the transition to NCAA Division II. So really each and every moment like that you see, making conference tournaments, hosting events, it just goes down in the record books as another first.
No doubt about it. It is it's a new era, and that's kind of been the theme this year, and you've seen that throughout this year. The men's soccer team making the conference tournament for the first year. you got to see Baylor Harvey become an All-American and compete in the postseason and finish really well at the cross-country national championships down in Florida this November. And then the Hellcat men's and women's basketball teams getting to compete in the conference tournament just a month ago, or earlier this month, really, as we're still in the month of March. But to be able to compete in those and have them, host them here so close to home in Tulsa, it's really been a special year, and it's exciting to see where we can go in the future, as well as we come off of that what was a difficult period of no postseason competition. You go through that, it does make it challenging to not be able to recruit with that in your pocket. Other teams using that against you in recruiting. Now that's gone, and with the seasons that we've had this year so far, and with what baseball and softball have done so far as well into their seasons, and golf and all the sports, you got to think things will look bright in the future for Rogers State Athletics.
Well, and it just goes to show, I think, that Rogers State isn't sitting back and saying we're in Division II, that's nice, we're glad to be here. This is a very aggressive and proactive approach from the athletic department to do those things like you mentioned, such as hosting the conference basketball tournament and hosting a golf tournament.
Well, and I think that goes to the top of the ladder. I mean, you look at President Dr. Larry Rice and the Executive Vice President, Tom Voltero, and a lot of people across the campus that see the value in college athletics in this community, the way it's able to get out, not only with the sporting events that take place as a community engagement in that regard, but also the community engagement hours that these student athletes put in. And then the return on investment as these student athletes go on into the real world and become successful in whatever field they might go into, be it on the field, in the court, or out in the real world of being a coach or being an accountant or an insurance agent. I mean, it's been a great value, and it's been set from that tone from the administration here on campus, but also those past athletic directors like Ren Baker and Ryan Bradley and Ryan Irwin and now Chris Ratcliffe.
So Rogers State has forced Oklahoma Wesleyan to their bullpen for the third time this game. They go to trusted closer Tyler Schumpert, right-hander, who comes in with a 4.50 ERA, a Baylor transfer in his first year, having quite the season with 8 saves on the year. Of course, this not a save situation. Hillcats with 1 out. Runner on second base is Chris Miguel, and the batter is Ishmael Orosco, who takes a first pitch strike from the right-hander Tyler Schumpert, a junior, 6'1", out of Oak Ridge, Texas. Played at Galveston College in his second year of collegiate eligibility, if you will. Redshirted at Dallas Baptist in the 2014 season, so went from D1 to junior college to D1, and now here playing for the second-ranked team in the nation, Oklahoma Wesleyan. And Schumpert deals in a strike to Ishmael Orozco. Quite the pitcher indeed. Schumpert making his 12th appearance of the year. 11th in relief. He's logged 20 innings, 24 strikeouts, and 7 walks for the Eagles. 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Breaking ball from Schumpert that he gets Orozco to fan on for out number 2.
Now batting number 37, Garrett Hall.
Rogers State started this inning with a walk by Bradley Degnan. He came in to score by the next batter, Chris Miguel's double. Here's Garrett Hall for Rogers State with 2 outs. As Schumpert looks at second, deals the first pitch, and it misses low and outside. Garrett Hall hits in his last 2 at-bats, including a 2 RBI double in the 5th. Schumpert, second-team all-conference selection while at Galveston College. Garrett Hall works ahead, 2-0. Shumpert last season for Baylor had one appearance. It was a relief appearance, but that was it. Swing and a miss by Hall. Count 2-1 now. Rogers State ahead 9-7. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning in this game that is now 2 hours and 35 minutes old. 30 combined hits. Rogers State on the upper end of this 9-7 ball game. And a strike into Hall evens the count at 2. Landon Williams, who Shumpert took over for on the mound, the second reliever out of the bullpen. 2 1/3 he logs, surrenders 3 hits. Run total still up in the air because he's responsible for Chris Miguel on second base. Two walks and 1 strikeout for Williams as the 2-2 is down in the dirt. Long await by Shumpert. Now the 3-2. Foul back and out of play by Hall. Shumpert with those 24 strikeouts. It's the tops among all relievers on this club. Next 3-2, left inside and hits Garrett Hall. Just the second batter that Tyler Shumpert has hit this season in 20 innings pitched coming in. So gives the Hellcats a second base runner with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th, leading 9-7. Sam Casanelli, the batter. Casanelli offers, fouls the first pitch into the ground, and then rolls foul towards his own dugout. Shumpert's last outing this past weekend against Bethany in the series sweep. Logged 1 inning, got a save. As Casanelli foul ball down the right field line, stays in the field of play for the first hop before bouncing over the wall. 0-2 count to Sam Casanelli of Rogers State. It was quick work for Shumpert in his last outing to earn his 8th save of the year as he struck out the side. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Shumpert out of the bullpen, gets a strikeout, hit batter, and then a strikeout to end it. Rogers State tacks on an insurance one. They get 1 in the bottom of the 8th on 1 hit. They lead at 9-7 as we head for the 9th. This is Hellcat Baseball on RSU Radio and the Hellcat Network.
People often ask me, John, how do you do it? Still making pizzas after 30 years. Seriously, guys?
It ain't rocket science. It ain't physics.
It's pizza.
And I love pizza.
Get any large one-topping pizza for only $10 and add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. We're cooking dinner. Dinner is the most important meal of the day.
We can cater to everybody's needs, whether you want a burger, whether you want chicken.
Dinner's special for me and my family because it's the one meal out of the day that we could just spend together.
It's the perfect end to a good day.
Win or lose, we're coming to Whataburger after a game.
Whataburger for dinner. If we're not on your way home, you're going the wrong way.
My name is Tatiana, and I would love to cook you dinner.
Hellcat Athletics on 91.3 FM and the Hellcat Network.
Rogers State holding on to a 9-7 lead over Oklahoma Wesleyan here as we enter the 9th inning in Claremore. The Eagles will have the 4, 5, 6 hitters to bat in the 9th as Rogers State rolls Rusty Huber back out on the mound. He came on in the 8th with 2 outs and a runner on second base. He hit the first battery face, but then got a strikeout to get the Hellcats out of the inning. So here is Chris Acosta Tapia, who's a triple away from the cycle today. Hellcats retired him in the first inning, and he's had a home run, a base hit, and a double since. Fouls the first pitch back to the screen. Second in the nation in home runs. Leads this team in doubles, homers, and average. Came in as a .464 hitter. Huber's 0-1. Cutter falls in for a strike. The 0-2. Down in the dirt. Well, talking about the recent run that Rusty Huber has been on. His first 5 appearances of the year logged him 8 innings. But for Huber, as Acosta Tapia, soft pop-up behind first base, and Davison runs back and makes the catch. 1 down. For Huber, who comes in with 14 appearances on the year. So overall for Rusty Huber, in his last 9 coming in, that's 12 innings pitched. No runs given up. And only 6 hits. First pitch to Will Price, in for a strike. Price has hits in his last 2 at-bats, 2 for 4 today. First team KCAC all-conference selection last year as a utility man, where he hit .378, led the team in homers with 16. As he fouls it back to the screen. Down 0-2. Led the team in runs driven in as well with 92. .330 hitter as a sophomore. And got a trip to the NAIA World Series his freshman year and was clutch in a couple of games for Wesleyan. And the 0-2 comes through here with a line drive into left field. Sam Castanelli sprinting over and able to slide down to his knees and cut it off before it got to the wall, and it holds up Price with a base hit. It might not seem like it at the moment, but that's a big play by Sam Castanelli. It shows you the effort being put in right now in this game. 1 out, got a 2-run lead. Might be easy to just let that thing get to the wall, but Castanelli had a dead sprint from the time it was hit and made an extraordinary effort to slide over in front of it to prevent it from being out of his hand any longer. First pitch to Hunter Henry. Breaks outside for ball 1. Henry is grounded into 2 double plays. Doubled in his first at bat back in the 2nd inning. Takes a strike now. Henry had the pleasure of being the first batter that the first 2 Hellcat relievers faced. Josh Eklavea in the 5th and Justin Magstad in the 7th. Hellcats made those changes just before Henry's at bat, and he fouls this pitch back and out of play. Two-one. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Hellcats up 9-7. We're in the top of the 9th. One out, one on for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Runner on first is Will Price. It's a 2-2 count to Hunter Henry. Huber deals, misses up high. Haven't seen many full counts in this game, but Hunter Henry has worked one here in the ninth. Foul back to the screen. In this run for Rusty Huber as well, and not giving up a run in his last 9 appearances coming in, he's had at least 2 strikeouts in all of those appearances as well. And 6 of those 9 have only been in 1 inning of work. Throw back to first, but Will Price is back safely. Three-two, swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout of this outing now for Rusty Huber, and the Eagles are down to their final out. Ryan Jones, the scheduled hitter. Oklahoma Wesleyan will pinch hit with Mikey Ortega. Mikey Ortega appearing in his 17th game this season. He is a .222 hitter, 8 of 36 at the plate. Senior out of Walnut, California, transfer from College of Southern Idaho. First pitch, offers at it, just got a piece off the underside of the bat, and it rolls back foul. Ortega, a returning player who started in 41 games a season ago. Hit .287. The 0-1, foul back and out of play. And the Eagles are down to their final strike. Huber stares him down. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The cutter breaks outside. Ortega went after it. And Rusty Huber, back-to-back strikeouts to end it in the ninth and log his team-leading 6th save of the year. And with each one, he tacks on to his Rogers State career record in the saves department as the Hellcats, in a non-conference midweek game against the NAIA's number 2 team in the nation, Oklahoma Wesleyan, a 9-7 victory for the Hellcats, handing Oklahoma Wesleyan just their 6th loss of the year. They fall to 26-6 on the season. Meanwhile, Rogers State with the win improves to 17-9 to begin this 4-game homestand. Hellcats winning pitcher will be Josh Eklavea. He'll improve to 2-1 on the year. And the loss for Oklahoma Wesleyan will be handed out to Jeffrey Davenport, whose record evens up at 1-1 now. As this ball game takes us 2 hours and 49 minutes to complete, but well worth it for Rogers State as they get the win, 9-7 over Oklahoma Wesleyan. Post-game show coming your way next. This is Hellcat Baseball on RSU Radio and the Hellcat Network.
Seen the Red Green Show. No one can possibly.
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job.
Doing what?
Worked in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs. Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Just the two of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Claremore Nursing Home and the Brookfield are happy to be part of RSU Hellcat basketball. They offer care for a range of lifestyles, from assisted living to rehabilitation to 24-hour nursing assistance. Claremore Nursing Home in the Brookfield, 920 East 16th Street, or by phone at 341-4857, 341-4857. Proud to be a part of Hellcat Athletics.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
We're cooking dinner. Dinner is the most important meal of the day.
We can cater to everybody's needs, whether you want a burger, whether you want chicken.
Dinner's special for me and my family because it's the one meal out of the day that we could just spend together.
It's the perfect end to a good day.
Win or lose, we're coming to Whataburger after a game.
Whataburger for dinner. If we're not on your way home, you're going the wrong way.
My name is Tatiana, and I would love to cook you dinner.
This is RSU
Actually, Williams has 4 total. Sorry.
91.3 FM and the Hellcat Network.
Rogers State wins it over Oklahoma Wesleyan 9-7. Your total, the Hellcats out-hit the Eagles, or rather get out-hit 17-14, but Rogers State commits no errors in this game. Oklahoma Wesleyan commits 5 as the Hellcats get the win to improve to 17-9 on the season, and they get their first win against Oklahoma Wesleyan since back in the 2012 campaign for Rogers State, dating back to the NAIA days. Oklahoma Wesleyan had won 4 consecutive meetings. All of those had been played in Bartlesville. The Hellcats improved to 7-0 all-time here at the Diamond Sports Complex, and Rogers State leads the series now 13-4 all-time against Oklahoma Wesleyan, who with the loss falls to 26-6 on the season, and they see their 5-game winning streak snapped here this afternoon in Claremore. Josh Eklevea, the first pitcher out of the bullpen for the Hellcats, gets the win. He's now 2-1 on the year, and the loss suffered by Landon Williams of Oklahoma Wesleyan, and Rusty Huber for Rogers State gets the save. The Hellcat closer with his 6th save of the season, and now we bring in the head coach, Chris Klimas. Well, Coach, I'm sure coming in there were probably a lot of thoughts in this game about what it was going to take to win it. Good offensive ball club for them, good offensive ball club for you, and it proves out to be a plus 30 hit day and a 9-7 victory for your club.
Yeah, I didn't expect the wind to be blowing out this way when we started. You know, it came out for VP, it was still nothing, you know, flag not moving at all. And then as the game progressed, it started howling out, and we knew at that point it was going to be a long day, an offensive day. Midweek games, you never know what you're going to get. We knew they were a quality ball club coming in. Obviously, look at their record. But our guys met the challenge. Noten in his first collegiate start, I thought he did a nice job of just weathering the storm early, giving us some innings, getting some outs to let us get to the bullpen. And then, you know, I didn't make great decisions all day long. I brought some guys in some really tight spots, and Eklevea comes in, gets the double play. Magstad comes in, gets the double play. Had to extend Huber for 4 outs, and you know, he did a really nice job as well, like he always does on the back end. So that was a really quality win. Nice job for our ball club all the way around, offensively, defensively, and on the mound especially.
And you mentioned the double plays, Coach. Your team turned 4 of those today. If you look at things on paper and you see a 16-run game, you might not say defense was much of a factor, but boy, oh boy, was it important with those 4 twin killings.
Yeah, absolutely. The one that Orosco starts kind of in the hole over there, kind of gets it in between hop and does a really good job of squaring that ball up and getting his feet set, giving Miguel a good feed, and then Miguel's really good on the pivot over there. But yeah, those double plays are big. I mean, one of them was bang bang, could have gone either way, and to get that was huge for us at that point, because you know if they're able to extend that inning and roll the lineup over again, you know, you may be looking at a different outcome. But I can't say enough about the bullpen guys that I brought into those tough situations. You know, they kind of overcame me a little bit at that point today.
Well, you mentioned Eklevea. He came in with no outs, got that double play with the bases loaded, and of course the strikeout to end that inning. Magstadt comes in a tough spot, gets the double play, and, of course, Rusty Huber. We finish out with Rusty Huber, and he gets his 6th save of the season, but this guy has been on an absolute tear as of late. Last 10 appearances for Rusty Huber, 13 innings pitched, no runs, 24 strikeouts. Something special going through him right now. Even though he's a preseason All-American, that's still pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's hard to do, especially when you get a guy on the back end that's used to pitching on the back end, relishes pitching on the back end like him. It's something special, especially if he's got the stuff that he has to go along with it. And, you know, we only had to use him once for a save down in Laredo this weekend, but to come around the one game we were up 1 run, we scored 6 or 7 runs in the 9th, and I had him hot. So, I mean, it was almost like you used him twice. And so to come in and get a 4-out save on a Tuesday and be as clean as he was, that's pretty special.
When you look at the grand scheme of things, how important was it to get that early 3-run first inning? Even though they battled back and retook the lead, how important was that early run support?
I think it gave us a lot of momentum and just I think our guys kind of relaxed. You know, when you score runs early and you're like, okay, we're locked in today, I think everybody relaxes. You know, when you struggle, you scuffle through the first couple innings, then everybody really, you know, a lot of times can start pressing. So I think to square up some balls, barrel some balls, work the gaps, that was big for us just to, you know, kind of got our offense rolling. Had a lot of positive vibes. And, you know, the message this week to the guys has been pressure is a privilege. Embrace it. Because, you know, if you don't have pressure, that means you don't have anything to play for. And the pressure's there all week. You're facing, 4 tough games this week with Oklahoma Wesleyan on Tuesday and then St. Edwards on the weekend. So pressure is what you make of it. And if you look at it as it's a privilege and you embrace it and have fun this week, a lot of good things are going to happen. And I really got that vibe from the guys today that, you know, they were excited to play, they embraced it, and they got after a really good ball club today.
One thing to be excited coming in, but another thing to turn that into a W on the field. And do you hope that carries over and expected, I guess, is more importantly the question, expected to carry over into the conference series?
Yeah, I hope so. You know, St. Edwards is a good club. They're going to run really good arms out there against you, the top offensive team in the league. You know, they're nationally ranked, so all that's not by accident. They're going to bring it. They're going to be ready to play, and so we've got to match that. But hopefully this kind of win, this kind of performance, team effort. It's a team effort up and down the lineup, up and down the pitching staff. The guys on the bench were engaged. So if you can do that, you know, your chances are a whole lot better than not.
We look forward to Friday, Coach. Thanks for your time, as always.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Josh.
That's the head coach, Chris Klimas. Rogers State victorious 9-7. Be back more on the post-game show. This is Hellcat Baseball on the Hellcat Network and RSU Radio.
People often ask me, John, how do you do it? Still making pizzas after 30 years. Seriously, guys?
It ain't rocket science. It ain't physics.
It's pizza.
And I love pizza.
Get any large one-topping pizza for only $10 and add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
Welcome back to the Diamond Sports Complex as we roll on with the post-game show. Your final score, once again, Rogers State defeats Oklahoma Wesleyan 9-7. Hellcats with 14 hits on the day. Eagles finish with 17. They commit 5 errors. Rogers State commits none. Not only do they not commit any miscues, the Hellcats turn 4 double plays today as the Hellcats with the win improved to 17-9 on the year. Oklahoma Wesleyan falls to 26-6. Well, final lines on the Rogers State pitching staff. The starter Brach goes 4 innings, gives up 11 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 2 strikeouts and no walks through 67 pitches, 47 for strikes. And you heard head coach Chris Klimas commend the redshirt sophomore for doing a nice job in his first ever collegiate start, holding this very good offensive team at bay, and especially in some tough situations. Josh Eklevea gets the win for the Hellcats. He's 2-1 on the year. He was the first out of the bullpen. Eklevea, 2 1/3 he pitched. 2 hits, no runs, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk for Josh Eklavea, who threw 32 pitches, 18 for strikes. He gave way to Justin Magstad, who pitched 1 1/3, 3 hits, 1 earned run, no strikeouts, and no walks, before giving way to Rusty Huber, the Hellcat closer, who pitched 1 1/3, gave up 1 hit, no runs, hit a batter, no walks, struck out 3. Rusty Huber's hot streak continues for the Hellcats as he gets the save for Rogers State, his 6th of the season. For Oklahoma Wesleyan, suffering the loss was Jeffrey Davenport, first out of the bullpen. He's now 1-1. He took over for Chase Brosky, the starter, who went 4 innings, gave up 8 hits, 5 runs, 4 of those earned, no strikeouts, and 1 walk. Davenport, an inning pitched, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 strikeout, and no walks. Landon Williams came on and pitched 2 1/3 before Tyler Schumpert came on and closed out the 8th, getting the final 2 outs that Oklahoma Wesleyan needed to get this game to the 9th inning, but the Hellcats would hold on to win it 9-7. Individual hitting totals for the Eagles. Leadoff man Trevor Rokenbok goes 2 of 4 with an RBI and a run scored. Rodolfo Aleta 2 of 4 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Alejandro Hernandez finishes 2 of 5 with 1 run scored. Chris Acosta Tapia, the cleanup man, 3 for 4, 1 of 2 3-hit performances today for the Eagles. He scored a run, drove in 4, and he socked his 14th home run of the season. That leads the team, and it's 2nd in the nation. Will Price, the DH, also 3 for 5. Hunter Henry, 1 of 5 with a run scored. Ryan Jones, 1 for 4. Mikey Ortega, 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter. Alex Lugo, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Scott Weaver, 2 for 3 with a run scored. And 1 of 1 for pinch hitter Jalen Jackson. Overall as a team, 17 of 39 was Oklahoma Wesleyan at the plate, while Rogers State finished 14 of 38. Matt Subert, the leadoff man, goes 2 for 5 with an RBI, and it was also hit by a pitch. Sam Davison, 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. 0 of 3 was Bradley Degnan, who scored 2 runs and walked twice in this game. Chris Miguel, 3 of 5 with 2 RBI and a run scored. Jason Marlee, 2 for 5, 2 RBIs, both of those doubles and a run scored. Miguel and Marlee both now have 5 consecutive multi-hit games to their credit. Ishmael Orosco finishes 1 for 4 and walked once. Garrett Hall, 2 for 4, couple of runs driven in on a double. Sam Castanelli, 0 for 5. Brooks Douglas, 3 for 4 for Rogers State and scored 1 run as the Hellcats win it by a final score of 9-7. Well, Rogers State will be back in action this Friday. As you heard the head coach Chris Klimas mention, the Hellcats will take the field against St. Edwards as they return to Heartland Conference play against St. Edwards, the team that has won the last 3 regular season and postseason tournaments in the Heartland Conference, and no surprise, they are picked to win the Heartland Conference again this year. Right now, though, they're not in top in the conference. They come in with a 5-1 Heartland Conference record, losing 1 game to Arkansas Fort Smith last weekend, but still winning the series. Meanwhile, St. Mary's, who swept Rogers State in the season opening conference series, is a perfect 6-0. So they're first. St. Edwards comes in second, and Rogers State comes in with a 2-4 conference record, but a chance to try to turn that around and gain some ground on the upper half of the conference. The doubleheader on Friday will begin at 2 o'clock, and the closeout game will follow on Saturday. Coverage of all 3 of those games we're happy to bring you here on the Hellcat Network as always, as well as RSU Radio 91.3 FM. So the Hellcats defeat the number 2 team in NAIA, Oklahoma Wesleyan, and put an end to a 4-game losing streak in the series as the Hellcats now lead the all-time series with Oklahoma Wesleyan 13-4, and the Hellcats improve their record here at the Diamond Sports Complex over Oklahoma Wesleyan 7-0. In case you're wondering if that was a record today in double plays, 4 turned by the Hellcats, pretty impressive number. Nope, not even close. The record 8 against Mid-America Christian a handful of years ago, but still an exceptional defensive performance by Rogers State today, turning 4 double plays and getting the 9-7 victory. That's going to do it for our broadcast today. Glad you've tuned in with us, whether you were rooting for the Eagles or the Hellcats, whether you were tuned in on the Hellcat Network or RSU Radio. We were glad to have you along for the broadcast and look forward to having you along with us on Friday as well, as our coverage of the conference doubleheader against St. Edwards will get underway at 1:45 here in Claremore. Until then, for all of us here on the Hellcat Network, our producer Thomas Walkingstick, and our producer back at RSU Radio, Tip Crowley, I'm Josh Haley saying good night from the Diamond Sports Complex.